Tonight on JG9 Live, we kick off Week 9 of the NFL season under the lights at Hard Rock Stadium between two teams looking for their third win of the season. In one corner, the Miami Dolphins coming off that win against the Atlanta Falcons to save their season, with Tua playing his best game as a pro, potentially. In the other corner, the Baltimore Ravens, right in the thick of things in the AFC North Division hunt, getting Lamar Jackson back under center tonight, the two-time MVP. Who will take this one, Dolphins or the Ravens, right here on JG9 Live? Let's do this thing. Alright, everybody, welcome to JG9 Live on Halloween Eve. Appreciate all you guys being here. My name is Jerry Garrett. If you've never been to one of these streams before, how it works like this, fire on the chat, any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer anything and everything. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the way I see and vote in that poll. Who do you think wins this one, the Ravens or the Dolphins? If you're a member, you can show us for either one of these teams with the emojis in the chat. We got the Ravens logos and we got the Dolphins logos that you can use for your viewing pleasure. I should also note that every donation counts toward this thing called You Make the Call. Help me decide which game we are calling on Saturday afternoon. Penn State, Ohio State, Vandy, Texas, Army, Air Force, Navy, North Texas. How's it going, everybody? I appreciate all you guys tuning in. I also do this thing every Thursday night. Not tonight because the bar is doing a private event tonight, but every Thursday night. Usually, they do this thing. It's every Thursday night, with a few exceptions. Tonight's one of the exceptions. They do this thing called Live Band Karaoke, where for $25, I will sing a song half off. $50, I'll sing any song you want me to on that karaoke list. $25, you get a song half off. The song that is half off for this stream, and this stream only, is going to be Livin' La Vida Loca. Okay. So if you want me to do some Ricky Martin, we will do some Livin' La Vida Loca. $25. That's the song. OT night? I'm not sure yet. I've not decided. We did OT earlier. I'm not sure what that means for that. But you see what it takes to get into the queue. Thought Spider was scared for a second. I thought my screen was screwing up for a second. Nope. Just Halloween, baby. It's just Halloween. It's going to be a bit crazier tomorrow, too, when we do the World Series. The governor getting involved in the LSU's coaching search. It's a mess. It's a mess. Secondly, they're state employees, but he's got bigger fish to fry. It's a mess of a search right now, we think. P5 team coach Chadwell? I think I could. I'm surprised they're not doing the World Series. Well, the World Series is not happening. So, that's why. World Series we're doing tomorrow and we're doing on Saturday. There is no World Series tonight. It's a travel day. So, we're going to be live for Game 6 and Game 7 of the World Series, Friday, Saturday. But World Series, there's no game tonight. No baseball game. You know, it's really nice. Well, the infield fly rule, I mean, the problem with the infield fly rule was, you have to remember, too, you forget, like, the bottom of the third inning when there was strike 3 right down the middle, and the ump granted time halfway through the pitch, and the very next pitch was a home run. So, infield fly rule, maybe not the best call, but at the same time, also, the Braves got away with one in the third inning. Like, the spider whip, nice. Yeah, it's going to get even crazier. How do you cope with the Schellenheier? Oh, man. Unfortunately, there's nothing good I can say about the Schellenheier. If there isn't a Game 7, what we're going to do is we're going to make a You Make the Call. Well, I think the AD is going to hire the coach, but the governor says he's going to hire the coach. No one knows who's going to hire the coach. If there isn't a Game 7, we're going to vote on Saturday at 12 to 3:30 on the game we're going to do. And then, in between the games, I will be able to make the assets and whatnot. So I'll have to figure out, so we'll vote during the 12 o'clock game which game we're going to do. You have 3 hours on You Make the Call. Scared of spiders? Yeah, a lot of people are. That's why it's a good Halloween animal. Face being bitten by a spider not too long ago? Oh, that sucks. That's got to be scary. Again, every donation counts as triple toward You Make the Call. You're going to help me decide which game we are calling. Penn State, Ohio State, Vandy, Texas, Army, Air Force, or Navy, North Texas. Every donation counts as triple. So if you donate $5, counts as 15, 10 counts as 30. You get the idea on that. This game over on Amazon. Tomorrow we're going to be live for the World Series. Saturday we're going to be live for 2 college football games, maybe 3, depending on, how the World Series goes. Obviously, if it goes 7, we'll do that game at night. If not, then of course we will do a college football game that night. Bad pitch calls happen all the time. Screw a big foot fly roll is way more damaging. That wasn't like a pitch call. That was... Time was called while the pitch was being delivered. Like, that would have been the end of the inning. That wasn't like a missed strike zone call. That was like granted time way too late. Dolphins should have worn their orange colors between Halloween Spirit. Yes, they should have. Absolutely on that one. The Ravens are scared too. We'll see. Your coastal jersey looks to be blood on them. Yeah. How's it going, Luke? Appreciate you tuning in. I should live stream the Great Pumpkin tomorrow. Yes, I should. I should just not go to my friend's place and should just live stream the Great Pumpkin. Liquor still is approved by all 29 owners. Yeah, no surprises there. Not surprised. Yeah, I should live stream the Great Pumpkin. And we have emojis in the chat. Halloween emojis, they're already there that you can do. Yes, the real holiday All Saints Day. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's one of the holiest days of the year. Yeah. But we have the emojis in for the Ravens and for the Fins. Both these teams with 2 wins. Dolphins in a way more precarious position than the Ravens. At this point for the Dolphins, it's all hands on deck. At 2-6, they need a lot of help to do it. The Ravens, if they win this game, they are only a game and a half back of the AFC North lead with the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're right in the thick of things. Because that division is not good, and then you get Lamar back, their schedule even gets a bit easier. Ravens are one of the favorites to win the division. Blues win tomorrow night. I do not think they do, because Yamamoto's on the bump. So I don't think they win because of Yamamoto. I believe in the Great Pumpkin. I believe the Great Pumpkin will rise. It's bound to happen one of these days. Law of averages. It's bound to happen. Thinking the spiderweb, I keep thinking my screen cracked and keep scaring myself. I always do something for Halloween. All right, Ravens, Dolphins, number 1 Sunday, the day of the wildcard game. Ooh, okay, January 08. We're going to go with, January 09. January 09. We're going to go with, so what's a good pick? I'm going to go My Life Would Suck Without You. How much money do I need to get $17,000 for a hotel room at the Rogers Center? I need about $16,800 more. So we're almost there. We are awfully close. Only need $16,800 more, and I will be able to fly out to the Rogers Center and watch the game there. How's it going, Michael? Frank be with you. You know the drill. Absolutely. Well, I grew up Catholic. So, single ladies? Oh, man, of course it was single ladies. My Life Was Like Without You was awfully close, though. That was like end of January, if I'm not mistaken. You might sell for a wild card? Yeah, you gotta do a lot more than that. A quiz early by NFL throwback. Oh, is somebody getting treated for cancer? Oh, hopefully the recovery goes well. That sucks. Who now play both the Ravens and Dolphins. And Ndamukong Suh was never a Raven. And Ndamukong Suh was absolutely never a Raven. I'm very confident on that. Like 100,000% confident. Ndamukong Suh is the right answer on that question, Allie. Dolphins are wildcard, make to the AFC Championship, lose for the Chiefs. Bull, you think the Dolphins make the AFC Championship? Wow. Right, it wasn't Darren Waller. It's not Ricky Williams. It's not Mike Wallace. How's it going, Jonathan? Just won a good game. Don't care who wins tonight. I get that. Who do you think wins this game? I have the Ravens. I think Baltimore wins this one. It was Sue. Let's go, yeah. Yeah, Sue played for the Bucks, Dolphins, and Lions, but he never played for the Ravens. I don't think he played... He didn't play for the Rams, too. I know he played for 3 teams, at least 3. He definitely did not play for the, Stu was... I feel like Stu was a Ram at some point. Like, the very end. Right? I feel like he was at the very end of his career a Ram. He was, yeah. It was an Eagle. I forgot about that, yeah. So, forgot that, like, brief stint with the Eagles at the very end. Yeah. But Stu never played for the Ravens. Dolphins season over? If they don't win this game, it is, yes. I think it might be over already because that AFC is stacked right now, and I'm not sure how they're getting in the playoffs. But Jags started 2-6, made the division round, lost a very controversial game. Yeah, but that was also... They won their division, which was crap. This division's not crap. How's it going, Bobby? Well, the best all-time Cowboys offense using passing players present with the head coach? Well, we're going to go Tom Landry. Quarterback, Staubach. Running back, Smith and Dorsett. Wide receivers, Pearson, Irvin, and tight end will go Novacek. Or we'll go Whitten, I mean. I'm fine going Des Bryant as the other receiver. I'm fine with that. All right. 70% you riding with the Ravens to win this one. Let's do this thing. Lamar's back in the live, so we'll see what happens tonight. Ravens kicking off to start. And that kick is to be fielded on the run at the 18-yard line to the 30, 35-40. Some space and out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A great return there by D. Eskridge. Remember the last time the Dolphins were on Thursday night? Started the game with a great kickoff return against the Bills. A phenomenal return against the Bills. And that got things started. Miami scored their opening drive. And now, the Dolphins have very good field position here at the 42-yard line. Last time out, the Dolphins offense clicking for really one of the first times all season. Tua Tagovailoa, one-eye Tua, actually looked better with one eye than two eyes. 20 for 26, 205, 4 touchdowns, no picks. He played lights out, pass rating of near 139. Moose Burrow lost of all time in the playoffs. Tua, middle of the field, play action. That ball is caught at the 40, down to the 37-yard line goes Jalen Waddle. One play later, they're in plus territory, getting to 21. Moose Burrow playoff loss of all time in baseball. I would say 2011 Game 6. What's our running back draft in the late 90s play for Dolphins and Ravens? Well, that's Ricky Williams. That's Ricky. So I'm using the Ravens, their actual fight zone. So both teams, I'm using their actual fight zone. Visor 2 about to turn to Prime Payne and Manning. Something good right now. Finds Waddle over the middle, open. Waddle last time out, 5 catches, 99 yards and a touchdown. One of his best games of the season. Right, you can like both. Yeah, exactly. You can like both. It's great to watch Thursday football when your team's not the one playing. Yeah, last Thursday was a bit rough. Watching the motion, hand off here to H-Chain. He'll get stuffed at the line of scrimmage by Kyle Van Noy. That makes it 2nd and 10. Ravens defense has been really, really bad this season. 30th out of 32 teams in points allowed. They're the bottom of the league in just about every category. Did well against Chicago, though, last week. Did pretty well. Held the Bears to just a hair under 4 yards a carry. Williams threw an interception that game. Tua swings it out. H.M. makes the grab on the run to the 35 and brought down to 33. Malachi Starks, the first-round pick out of Georgia, makes a stop after a gain of 4. Want the Ravens to win? I literally do not care who wins this game. It actually benefits the Jaguars more if the Dolphins win. Pass out candy for trick-or-treaters? No, there are no kids in my complex. Worst playoff loss of all time? The worst one? Oh, Sixers against the Raptors. Game 7 was pretty bad. Sixers is pretty bad. Would I move to Hawaii? No, I would not. No. One of the top 2 at the bottom. Back to his left, and they're going to have to call a timeout. Ollie Gordon, but back to his left, and Tua, miscommunication there, and they'll have to burn their first timeout. They'll have 2 left. Herbstreit, I think, is making it about himself more than the game. I think Herbstreit thinks he's the focal point at this point. Especially when it comes to NFL. There's a lot of stuff he gets away with that a lot of announcers cannot. Dolphins are throwing Jags for wildcard. They are 2-6. They are not threatening anyone for the wild card. The Ravens are more of a threat than the Dolphins. There is no universe the Dolphins are threatening the Jaguars for a wild card. 3rd and 6. The Cavaliers also against the Bulls, the Shaw and Elo. You could do that as well. 3rd and 6. Trips at the top of the screen. Right now, 2 at the top of the screen. 1 at the bottom, back to his left. H-Chan in motion. Tua. The handoff to H-Chan on 3rd and 6. So you figure it's going to be 4 down territory. You're not running the ball on 3rd and 6 if you're going to kick the field goal on 4th. It gets 2. Malachi Starks once again on the stop. Back-to-back tackles for him. 4th and 4. How's it going, Pikachu? Appreciate it tuning in. Heartbreaking, yeah. Right, heartbreaking, yeah. Sean Elo could be that. Jackson Park with AD. That's a mess of a search. Works for Florida. Works for Florida. Rainbow Connection, good song. 4th and 4. They're going to kick the field goal. I'm surprised by that. I'm very surprised by while you're running on 3rd and 6, you're going to kick the field goal on 4th. But Riley Patterson. Snap is good. Kick is up, and it is good. Good special teams there for Miami. You got a nice kickoff return to start the game. Get down to plus territory. Patterson drills from 49, the former Jaguar kicker. Coach Joe get the LSU job? That'd be pretty funny. That'd be really funny if he did. Back for round 2. I would love that. I would love that. No, not dumb decision, just weird. I'm not saying dumb decision on that, but it is very, very weird. The field because it didn't get the 4th field short. Yeah, but why are you running on 3rd and 6? The Dale Cannon Miami doesn't win tonight? No. I think last week saved his job. All right, Duke like Daddy Swole Tua. Dolphins have a chance. Yep. Shanilo, it was the it was Bowles, the shot by Michael Jordan. It was the shot 89. Says he wants it. I mean, that'd be great. I would love that. Do you want me to take my phone to crack on the screen? Nope. No, you're good. You're good. 3 yards on 3rd to go for it. Yeah, no, just the play call. 3rd and 6. I'm not crazy about running it there. I couldn't stop him getting 69. Nice. So 3-0 to start. Ravens will have the ball to start their first drive. And Lamar Jackson back for the first time in nearly a month. And if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe on the song. Half off the karaoke is Livin' La Vida Loca by Ricky Martin. You got to hear me do that with the live band. If you donate $25, $50, I'll do any song you want me to on that karaoke list. No questions asked. John Green, Michigan State. He's going to be a hot name. He yearns to get back in coaching. So, I could see him getting some interviews. I could see it. Conflict battle on one hand, if you're going to run there, probably should go for it. On the other hand, it's not easy to take the points. Or it's only not take points. Yeah, I'm fine kicking the field goal. It's just weird play call on 3rd and 6. That's really what it comes down to. McDaniel getting fired till the end of the season. Well, I think he would have been fired if they lost last week and then lose this game. You have one win, now you have a long week. I think maybe with all the leadership issues right now in Miami, but now he's going to last till the end of the season. Memphis, Kansas is more devastating. Memphis, Kansas way more devastating. That was a championship game. Come on with $1. Appreciate you, man. Does that get you in first? It does not. Does not get you in first. Ravens margin for error? I would say in that division, I think I got 2 losses for error. Time be number 1. Not there yet, but you're close. Appreciate you, man. Get you on the Ohio State game. It's impressive that the 1 year the AFC North is bad, the Browns are going to be 3rd or 4th, and the Steelers are going to be top 2. Yep. The 1 year, the chance to take advantage of it. It just doesn't happen. Appreciate you, Gutmana, as always. Get you on. I'll get the bot. Don't worry. Kickoff here. Fielding the landing zone at the 4-yard line. Taken out here to the 30 and brought down to 33. Feels like only gets to play in 2020. It does feel that way because the Big Ten played a shortened season. I mean, everyone played a shortened season on stuff like the ACC. Yeah, we're so close to getting that championship. Also, at least you and I, at least with that game you had beforehand, you had the half-court heave against Texas. You could always look back on and be like, okay, we had no business doing there. Person's number 1, how many do they have? 150. They have 150. First down, ball to 32. Handoff up the middle, goes to Henry, and he'll be stuffed at the line for no gain. Taken down on the play by Rasul Douglas. Does actually keep out Michaels and fire Herb Street. Well, I think Michaels is near the end of his rope, too. But I think they just see an overhaul. Just do everything. Still a popular song? Still a very popular song. Oh, yeah. It was big in Shrek, too, so. You know, I know people that have done that at karaoke. The bar does go nuts for that. We need that 2-6 GX turnout. Yes, you do. To the top, to the bottom. Probably you don't have a quarterback. Unless Gabriel just magically becomes something. Tight end motion here is Mark Andrews. Back to his right. Lamar looking like he's going to throw for the first time in over a month. Leitner, top 5. Hitch route, caught the 40. And Lamar's first pass since the injury goes for 7. That's not that far off, Kamana. It's not that far off. Regular Nick Anderson. Biggest victim, I think, Elo. Oh, I would do it. I would do it. Ricky Martin so is popularized by American Idol. She bangs. I mean, it was a big hit before, but William Hung made it really big. 3rd and 3. 2 on the top, 1 on back to his left. Dolphins going to send forward with 2 spies. Out route, that's a low throw. Incomplete, was open. Would have been easy first down to Bateman. But Challenge song at karaoke that I've sang is already going to be my girl. But on the list is Barracuda. By far, Barracuda is the... Like, I don't know what the heck's going to happen if Barracuda... If the wheel ever lands on Barracuda. And people want to have me do that. I don't know what the heck's going to happen. She bangs Ricky Martin. Yeah, she bangs was Ricky Martin. 4th and 3, and they'll have to punt it away. Quick 3 and out for the Ravens. The Grim Reaper was walking around retirement home, saying this place is great for business. Oh, that's great. Now it's list offers for Jennings. He has not been playing well lately. I get it. I get it completely. The punt here by Stout. Gamana with a 2er. That should get you in front. And punt bounces at the 6 to the 5, 4, and will be downed at the 3-yard line. A great punt there by Stout. 57 yards. No return. 56 yards, I should say. Yeah, no. I would not go for here. No, you pin him inside the 4-yard line? No. Pin him deep. Appreciate you, Gamano. Get you on the call once again. Rocket Time One Shot Moment. I mean, those are good songs. Comments here saying basketball this year? Ooh. Oh, I don't know. I'm not paying too much attention to the Crucible with that. Barracuda, I do not know the backstory behind that. It's a great song, though. I know that. Which could have dressed up as Halloween this year? I don't have a costume planned. I'm just going to throw in a jersey. It's ball at the 4-yard line here. Drive number 1 got 3 points. Drive number 2, they're backed up inside their own 5. What can Miami do here in the pistol? H-Chan goes in motion, handoff up the middle, and they'll get about 3 yards down to the 7-yard line. It's Ollie Gordon, the 6th-round pick, on the run. Gordon this season, second leading rusher on the team, 116 yards on just 3.1 yards per carry. We're going to get someone going this game. 2nd and 7. Right, because you're a Tennessee fan. I get that. I get that. Gordon last game, one of his best games as a pro, 46 yards rushing on 10 carries. Dolphins ran the ball very well against Atlanta, 141 yards on the ground, outrushed the Falcons by nearly 100 yards. Play action, that ball's caught. Down the sideline goes Washington. Taj Washington, ball comes out at the end, Ravens have it. Ravens have it, no one touched him down. And Gilman picks it up. Alohi Gilman, the former Charger. Ravens ball inside the red zone. Fumble Rooski. Taj Washington makes the grab. His first touch of the season. The 7th-round pick. Let's make sure he was not down. He was definitely not down. That's a fumble. Taj Washington. His first career touch is a nightmare. It's a Halloween nightmare for the former 2nd-round pick. First ever touch. And it's a fumble. He was absolutely not down. That is a football move. Gilman picks it up. He was not touched. He gets some yards. And now the Ravens starting in very good field position. And so you think that fumble would happen? Yep. Just on checkers. Well, I mean, I know JP said earlier there's going to be a ghost that makes Malik Washington fumble. He got the right Washington. And again, very clean play. Obviously a fumble. Now, give me a second. Incident at a party where promoted false rumors about sisters. Really? Wow. Him on the middle, and Henry. He is about a yard shy. 2nd and goal. Just give me a second, Bobby. I'll get to that in just a second. Go quick to the line. Derrick Henry. 112 career rushing touchdowns. Can't make it 113 there. He is short by a yard. Henry passed Walter Payton for the sole possession of 5th most all time in NFL history. Yakos finished I've heard to defend a dumb decision. I mean, Al Saunders in the Chargers-Warriors game saying we didn't have enough time to run a play with 7 seconds on a timeout when every play before that still took less than that. According to ref, it's still Eagles football. Yep. That was pretty dumb. Third and goal. I formation once again. Fullback in motion. Play action. Lamar. Pressured. Throws while being hit out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Actually hit the crossbar. Looking for Isaiah Likely. Fourth and goal. Will the Dolphin defense hold? Will they go for it here? Fourth and goal. You've been stuck to the goal line back-to-back plays. Can they take advantage of the good field position? Got this ball at their own at the 7-yard line, Miami, after the Taj Washington fumble. They're going to leave the offense out there. Rush the football fumble you. There you go. 10 on the play clock. Ball at the 2-yard line. Flowers in motion. Lamar. Play action. Scrambles out. Throws on the run. It's caught. Mark Andrews. Touchdown Ravens. They lead. Looked like Lamar could have taken off and run himself there too, but he found his tight end wide open in the back of the end zone. And for Mark Andrews, his third receiving touchdown of the season. First player on the Ravens with 3 touchdowns this year. Andrews from a 3-catch, 34-yard game last time out against the Bears. The Ravens wasn't the prettiest, but they do take advantage of the short field. And Lamar Jackson, welcome back. The 2-time MVP, his 11th touchdown pass of the season. Extra point here by Loop, and it's perfect. Actually, that's too good. Actually went over the net. Went over the net on the extra point. He's got a can of a leg, but the Taj Washington fumble, a disaster for the Dolphins. His first ever touch results in a fumble. The Ravens capitalized 4 plays later. And with 8:25 to go in the first, 7-3 the score. I think that was not a touchdown. Yeah, definitely. Definitely not. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe to this episode, on the channel, get any donation, get a question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. Refs have Dolphins on the side. Yeah, that's definitely the refs. And Sean Steele for DraftKings. Yep. Still better than Chris Thompson somehow. Might be for Washington. Could be. No Eagle Greg Olsen in 2026 Thursday football. I could definitely see that. I think Al Michaels is going to go until he retires. So I don't think that's changing. But I think 27. Yeah, the women's should have a job as working on DraftKings. Yeah. That's a good sign. Yeah, Chris, off my screen. I'm right there with you. Right there with you. 7-3 your score. Dolphins' first drive, good field position, got 3 out of it. Second drive, not good field position, fumbled. Your pitch is going to be changing. Yeah, a little bit dangerous. They got a shot in the ACC. Winner of this game gets to 3 wins. Yo, it's Saquon. Yeah, we think Saquon has Little Caesars. Yeah, no way. You think Saquon Barkley, who spent his life in the Northeast, spends a lot of time in New York, willingly eats Little Caesars? Get Herb Street out of the booth? Yeah, I think it's time for Herb Street too. I think it's time. Mike Goldberg for Thursday night? Yeah, I would love that. I would love that. Yeah, for a guy that never eats vegetables, doing pretty well. I mean, I rarely eat vegetables. I'm the same way. But then again, I'm like significantly younger than Al Michaels, so I'd hope I'm doing well. Refs are feeble. Taj Washington was feeble on that one. First time getting tackled in the NFL, and he fumbles the ball. I got the bot. There's better analysts than Herb Street. Yeah, I mean, definitely. The problem is like, he's working so much. Like, you can't serve 2 masters like that. It's very hard. Yeah, even Philly. Yeah, a lot of good participants in Philly. Of course there are. You know, Phil the goal line taken out to the 20, 25, and brought down the 26. Eskridge. Last time, took it out past the 40. This time, Miami's starting at the 26-yard line. Tua's looked sharp so far. Hasn't missed a pass, but 3 points to show for it. Vegetables, the old wooden ship used back in the Civil War. Yep. It's the things that VeggieTales were based off of. Yeah, I like that Kirk got a lot of crap for that. Yeah, the fact that he questioned his toughness, I mean, that was uncalled for. Won the top 2 of the bomb back to his left. H-Chan goes in motion. And H-Chan direct snap to him to the 30. 35, breaks the tackle 40. 43. Tua is not winning an Oscar anytime soon for that acting job, but H-Chan, one of the fastest players in the NFL, takes down Simon for a gain of 17. Just a levelly bad attempt by Tua on that acting job. Faking the snap to him. H-Chan, leading rusher on the team, 539 rushing yards entering this game. Had 67 rushing yards last week, leading rusher on the team in that game as well. Did it with the Ravens. Defense sucked for 7 and became good recently. We might be. We'll see. H-Chan, tossed out here. He breaks one tackle, breaks a second, and brought down the 48. Aloy Gilman. It's twice now he's gotten past him. Just trying to play two-hand touch on him. The tackling effort has been atrocious by Gilman on this drive. Just trying to play two-hand touch on H-Chan. Or the Jay Cutler Wildcat level of acting, yes, it was. That was pretty bad. Allentown shows complacence. Well, not since they closed all the factories down. It's getting very hard to stay. One's out, one the bomb. I formation. Hand off to H on the misdirection. The Ravens are ready for it. That time, it's Kyle Hamilton, the fourth-year man, with the stop. 3 straight runs for the Dolphins, and the third time is not the charm. 3rd and 7. And now it's release strings. I could see that. Yo, all macro works for me. Yep. Getting bread? Yep. I'm definitely a bread guy. Definitely on the bread side. Misdirection. No one's blocking Hamilton. 3rd down. Billy Joel approved. There you go. Near midfield. Won the top 2 of the bottom. H-Chan sets a block. Tua on the out route. That's caught. Nice stick concept there. 1st down to 43. Had to get rid of that quickly. And Greg Dulcich makes the grab in plus territory. That's a 1st down. The Dolphins for the 2nd time today in plus territory. Ravens sent pressure. They sent 5. They loaded that one side. Loaded the left side. Tua saw it. Nice stick concept there. Dulcich running the out route. Brought down by Nate Wiggins, last year's 1st round pick. Kyle Hamilton like Troy. Him being useless for safe limits, yeah. Defensive alerts, I like it. I like the production of Amazon. Play action, Tua, middle of the field, and that's into triple coverage, incomplete. Lucky that wasn't picked off. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. 1st incompletion for Tua today. That's a throw he'll want to have back. He did not see the safeties there. Do I like Westgate? Westgate's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, I go down there every now and then if the, like when I go to Cardinals stuff and like stuff it's at the stadium. But do I go by myself? No, just a pain in the butt to get to. That's a bit unsafe at times. But if there's like a big event there, yeah. Does he have 185? He donated. That's why he donated. Malik Washington in motion. They give on the stretch to H-Chan to the 40, 35, breaks a tackle, 30, 25, 20, and pushed out of bounds right around there by Starks. H-Chan having a monster drive so far. He's got a pair of 1st downs. That's a gain of 23. Defense treat timeouts like NBA timeouts. There's someone to just give him a breather. But to yell at the defense like that? No. Not that I know of. Gain of 23 there again. This is a Ravens run defense. Ranks 23rd in yards allowed, 21st in yards per carry allowed. They've allowed over 100 yards rushing in 5 of their 7 games thus far this season. Playing better against the ground game as of late against the Rams and the Bears, but not looking the sharpest here so far. Handoff gets a modest skin there for Ollie Gordon. Barlouis, never to Barlouis. All good, hip clip. All good. Game just started. You're good. H.M. best frame of football? I would not go that far. He's good. I think Jonathan Taylor might have something to say about that. 2nd and 8 in the red zone here. Best drive today for Miami. One on the top, one on the bottom, 3 in the backfield, including Gordon, who's motioning. Tua, so bubble screen to Gordon, gets a block and gets down to the 15-yard line, or maybe the 16, brought down by Teddy Buchanan, the 4th-round pick. 3rd and medium. Concentration on Devil's Night. Arset set buildings on fire just for fun. That should not be a thing. That seems illegal. Seems very frowned upon. John Taylor is very good run blocking. Yeah, I like him and Robinson at least. Those are the top 2 backs right now. 3rd down. Empty backfield here for Tua. We'll see if it's 4-down territory here. Tua. Pump fake on the out route. Now goes again on that same play. Waddle makes the grab. It's a low throw, though. Gain of 3. Decision time here. 4th and 1 at the 12. Wiggins on the stop. Tua hesitate on that throw and caused it to be a bit low. And if that led him better, it's probably a 1st down. Instead, Waddle's got to die for that ball. And they will leave the offense on the field. Ravens went for on 4th down. They got it. Now the Dolphins, on a long drive starting inside their own 30, looking to get some points here. 4th and 1. Gordon goes in the backfield. As does Achane. 2 in the backfield, 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Tua. I think that might have been a false start. Yep, it's going to be. Back it up 5 yards off the sell for 3. Right tackle moved. First flag of the game, and it's a pretty easy call. You back out scammers? Yeah. Stop airing the Aller commercial? I think they should, yes. I've never seen Taskmaster. I have not. Mount Rushmore Dolphins. Yeah, that's on the right tackle. Easy call there. Larry Borum. Cha-cha-cha. We got a little bit of cha-cha-cha action. Ooh, for the Dolphins, Mount Rushmore. I mean, I would go... That's tough. Greasy Marino, Sanka, and Zach Thomas. Patterson, 1 for 1 today. He misses that one wide right. Misses from 35. Patterson shanks it. And the Ravens will take over. It was 4th and 1. Full start. Then a missed field goal from Patterson inside 40. You never see that in today's NFL. Inside 40 like that. Basically automatic. This season, kickers inside 40 yards. We do the exact stats on this one. Entering this week, 210 for 215. 98% this season inside 40 yards are kickers this year. Not counting extra points, obviously. But they're hitting 98% inside 40 yards. It's automatic. As a pizza guy with Chris Thompson, yes. Rob Preston, Jaguars legend. There you go. And the Ravens will take over. No harm done. Wow. Yeah, you replaced Chris. I would take that. Yeah, I knew he was something special in the NFL. Yeah, I knew John Taylor was going to be good. I hate when the Colts got him. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Herbert said he did not miss an ounce of strength. So there you go. Patterson, you're back inside 50. He's decent inside 50. The Price is Right, losing Horn for missing field goals. Yeah. Remember, Sanders injured. So it's kind of a revolving door at kicker to some extent. With the reliable Jason Sanders on IR. And Riley Patterson. Just his 2nd miss of the season. He's 12 for 14 on the year, but that's a bad one. That's a bad miss. It's the Magnets, yes. It's definitely the Magnets. Ravens last drive got a touchdown with a short field. We'll see what they can do here on drive number 3. Again, appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton. Watch Patterson make one from 60 because it makes no sense. Patterson is a neutral leg. That was his problem in Jacksonville. He's not making one from 60. No chance on that. No chance. Okay, natural buzz from Jim Rome Show, yes. First down, handoff at the 25-yard line, and Henry's going to get nothing. Toronto's World Series now? Well, I think LA wins Game 6 because Yamamoto's on the bump. But Game 7, I think Toronto will win the series in 7 at this point. Henry had nowhere to go on that one because pushed back at the point of attack was Ronnie Stanley, the 10th-year veteran. He got pushed back immediately off the snap, and then Brooks coming in to make the stop. Bears here replace Santos, yes. Just Kevin Moody. Dolphins audition kickers, MC Fiction. And Moody was doing fine with you guys. They send 4, hitch route, that's caught by Flowers, breaks a tackle, stays on his feet, dives head to the 36. Some sloppy tackling there. And Zay Flowers, the former first-round pick out of BC, gets 11 on that one. Flowers, last time out in that win against the Bears, led the team with 7 catches, 63 yards. He's now got 500 yards on the season. Three at the top, back to his left. Hand off to Henry. And we'll get down to the 42. Brought down by Kenneth Grant. Grant, the first-round pick by the Dolphins. Out of Michigan. Summons there after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. That's a good idea. I do like that idea. Rob Harris says, not good. He played in Detroit. Akasu was a problem. Didn't have a strong leg. No, he doesn't have a strong leg. Not the slightest bit. His leg is very, very weak. Very weak. Jackson tries to run the speed option, but the back is covered. Now just says eat the play. Matthew Butler on the stop. No gain. 3rd and 4. Lamar did the very smart thing there. Sonny a good coach? No, I don't think so. No. Both offense under 4% success rate. It's not great right now. Lamar just has to eat the play. Or on the speed option. Remember on Saturday I might do that. I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'm not doing OT tomorrow. I am not. I might do a stream at like 3 o'clock Eastern. I might do one, but I have a workout at 2:30. They have to get a play off. There's a 2-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his left. 2-1. Got to get this off, and they do. Final play of the quarter. They send 4. Lamar stepping up, tries to escape the sack. Will for the moment, fires on the run. That's caught at the 40, likely to the 30, likely to the 25. Tackled out of bounds to the 23-yard line by Dante Trader, the 5th-round pick. But Isaiah Likely, the Coastal Carolina tight end, gets the Ravens just outside the red zone. Nice job there by Lamar, escaping the sack as a gain of 35. And the Ravens are just outside the red zone to start the second quarter. When we get back, we're at work. I mean, this is my full-time job, so because of you guys. But I have a workout tomorrow. I have a trainer tomorrow that is doing a workout like 2:30 my time. So, what a play by Lamar Jackson. He is back. Ravens offense search for Lamar back? Yes, it is. You can tell. You can tell. Yeah, it's a web. It's a web. It's for Halloween. The Ravens' money line is minus 1,400. Holy cow, that's a lot for a game like this. And we'll say the kick didn't hit the cable. That seems impossible. Yeah. They're making him out of a molehill here at this point. How's it going, Joe? Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that. Cooper Rush and Huntley was real. Well, Huntley was like, but Rush was awful. Huntley was pretty bad. He runs the offense better. But a pull-up, who wins this one? Yeah, right now the Ravens with Lamar. Yeah, this is a whole different ballgame. Again, every donation counts. Toward you make the call home to decide which game we're calling. Saturday afternoon, Penn State, Ohio State, Vandy, Texas, Army, Air Force, or Navy, North Texas. Which game are we doing? You're going to help me decide with your donations which one it is. Football scores on the game. Nice. Hopefully I got the 7-3 box, because if you do, you just won. Yeah, super weak in the offense. 7-3 your score. Just as Hanson Brothers, nice. Even despite injuries, could more win MVP if the Ravens were in the North? I'm going to say no. Usually you're not giving MVP to a guy that missed half the season or thereabout. I would be very surprised if that were to happen. Go Cubbies run for 60 months now. T-Law months. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We're in the T-Law month season now. One for the Dolphins, maybe 2. 10-64. Atlanta, Montana was found. Did I know that? Yeah, Ryan Clark just needs to shut up at this point. Ryan Clark, I feel like he's going to have to apologize like once a week at this point. Like, how hard is it to not make it political on ESPN? Handoff, gain of 3. Like, we had to bring up a completely random... Like, we had to bring up a random person in that, too. It was like, really? Like, let's take this completely off tangent. It was like, what are we doing here, Ryan Clark? I think he's just a liability for ESPN at this point. He has to apologize every week. Yeah, Woodward out. Yep. Finalize the deal. It's a mess right now at LSU. Right now in the core of the year, still, I don't think he's going to win MVP. Be tough. 2 of the top, 1 the bottom, back to his left. Ball in the red zone. They're going to send 4. Lamar off his back foot. Open. Andrews for the second time today. Twice is nice for Mark Andrews. Had 2 touchdowns on the season before today. He's got 2 before halftime here. Welcome back, Lamar Jackson. Was it wrong? Yeah, it's not the platform. Not the platform to do it on. Mark Andrews. Back-to-back drives with a touchdown. Gets by Jack Jones, and Elijah Campbell can't get him in time. That play helps his case. Yep, it does. The extra point here to make it an 11-point game as it's all Baltimore ever since the Taj Washington fumble. It's good. 14-3. I have to remember, too, the Ravens get the ball to start the half. What a start. Or if you go sicko mode. Right, if you go sicko mode, that's a different story. He goes sicko mode, that's a different story. It's going to take a lot, but obviously, if he throws like 4 touchdowns a game going forward, Colts Steelers for my guy, I got the Colts. So in Baltimore, it's their actual fight zone. Cooper Rush would have been picked off? Absolutely. Boos are coming down Miami. Yell injury at them. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button and subscribe. It does help us out a ton on here as we try to grow this community even more. ESPN not being political, mission failed, yeah. Kickoff goes into the end zone. That'll be a touchback ball to 35. I think just everyone just needs to grow up. Come on, I think everyone just needs to grow up. It's a sad time right now. Well, the 35. Dolphins logo. I like the old one better. The old one's a lot better. Baltimore minus 7.5 was generous. We didn't know with that defense. You have the Steelers. Pittsburgh going to be allowed to play Colts at 1 since 08. Yeah, I'm just not sold on the Steelers right now. Their defense has taken a giant step back lately. From the first 1-5 to make it in a long time, you deserve it. I mean, look, if Lamar plays like this the rest of the season, that's a whole different story. Tackle goes in motion here. Daniel Brunskill in motion. 1 the top, 1 the bottom. Now fullback goes in motion. They're going to go end around to Malik Washington, and he's got nowhere to go, so he reverses field, and Washington's going to get someone out of this, gets a block from Tua, and down to the 42. Nice job there by Washington. Look like it's going to be a loss of 7. Turns out to be a gain of 7 for Teddy Buchanan on the stop. So 2nd down and 3. Great job there by Washington. Was bottled up. The point of attack, Aaron Brewer could do nothing. Washington breaks a tackle, gets a nice block from HN, then Tua gets down in front. Slows Buchanan down. If Donald Football was better, I'm with you on that one. Andrews, 2 catches, 22 yards, 2 touchdowns. The game of 2s. There you go. They lead by 2 scores. 2nd and 3, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Toss to HN, and that'll be a 1st down at the 49-yard line. Gilman on the stop, alongside Travis Jones. Gain of 7, back-to-back gains of 7. Well, the Colts found a way to take the game out of cgiulianihpu. Yeah. I think the Colts win that game. I think they're a darn good football team. I think they're, like, scary good, unfortunately. Yeah, HN's very good tonight. Right, Pittsburgh's a whole different animal. Still, it's not the same. Pittsburgh is not, like, anything to write home about this year. To the top, I formation here. Play action, Tua. In the flat, wide open. That's caught by his tight end. To the 45, down to the 43. Gain of 9 for Dulcich. 2nd grab of the day for him. In 06, 06, 09. That's a good chance, yeah. Those are good numbers. Right, no guarantees. Odds are my favorite. Yeah, I mean, I don't do all the money lines, but, like, I had Ravens today. Ravens beat Niners at 58, or just pretty of his ring. I think the Niners win that game. Yeah, white home and day games and green and night games. Yep, makes sense, because the Heat. Dark colors in the Heat is not ideal. 2nd and 1. 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Ingold in motion now as a blocker. Possession Colts win the Super Bowl. I'm going to like 10%. Play action, Tua. They're going to throw, taking a deep shot in 2nd. Wide open, coverage bust, and caught at the 7. Now, there is a flag on the play, but Jalen Waddle makes the grab. We'll see if it stands. If it does, gain of 36 yards. What a throw by Tua. Waddle goes up to get that one. His 3rd grab of the day. But what's the call here? We got some laundry. Tua's not moving up. Which leads me to think this is all Miami. Still talking things over. Be for a chop block on Gordon. Yeah, I got the chop block on Gordon. Yeah, personal foul, chop block. Can't go chop block anymore. So redo the down. It's not holding, but they get Gordon for tripping. Can't do that anymore. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but you can't do that in today's NFL. Gordon's fuming. He is fuming on the sideline. He slipped. We're going to call that, though. He slipped. Gordon's getting an ear from the coaching staff. He can't go low on those. I know he slipped, but takes a big play. Tua trying to get it right back. I don't think he got the 2nd foot in. Tanner Conner, the intended target, but he was out of bounds. 3rd and 16. Right, can't take the chance, yeah. Okay, it's like, where do we draw the line between slipping and that? Like, yeah. Right, because of safety issue, yeah. Right, you can't do that. I have no problem with the call. Let's check, yeah, 2nd foot was not even close to it. You give it a look at Wafest? Yeah, it's not great right now. Not great right now. I'm fine with the call. Sucks for the Dolphins, but I'm okay with the call. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Tua. 3rd down, screen pass, HN, looking for a convoy. And we brought down the 48. So a disappointing drive for Miami. They're going to get inside the red zone. Instead, you get about 5 yards. Roquan Smith on the stop, and they'll have to punt. All right, players go low, the refs go high. Yep. There we go. 4th down. Yeah, they just went screen on that one. See if you can get H.N. in space, but nothing. Byron Self went on 48, Tulane. Is he going to the NFL? I'm not sure. The punt here. Fielded at the 6. Breaks 2 tackles to the 15. He's got space for the 20. And brought down the 24. Gain of 18 on the return. So 26 yards of net or thereabout. Ravens ball when we get back. Oh, 22. I'm going to sell 22, buy 98, run 49. So Baltimore ball when we get back here. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe, just help us out on the channel. Let's try to grow this community even more. R2S2 Halloween. I mean, you got to go Bobby Morris Pickett with Monster Mash. Drizzen for himself, 9. Yeah, Halloween, I may always associate Boris Pickett. Ray Parker Jr. Those are the 2. Those are definitely the 2 I associate with. So Ravens ball the 24-yard line. Are going to challenge call? It can't challenge a trip. There are only certain penalties that can be challenged. That's not one of them. Rock Lobster Halloween song? No, it's not. No, not at all. Wings for the Kings and Lowland? Ooh. Chiefs Lions pick if it could only be matched to have in the regular season. Yes, that would be my pick. That would be my pick on that one. All good, AG. All good. Appreciate all you guys being. If you like what we see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, helps the channel. It's on again. Any donation, get a question right away. Otherwise, I'll just go in the order that I see them. Two straight drives for the Ravens ending in touchdowns. Yeah, classic with spooky, yeah. Super Challenge, it would not be the same as the UFL one, but I could see some variation to some extent, by potentially at the owners' meetings. Lamar, play action, pressured, and down he goes at the 11. Sacked for the first time today, and that's Benito Jones. Dolphins needed some sort of spark defensively. They just got it. 2nd and 23. And Benito Jones gets his first of the season. But the Alex Lamar? No. No chance. You're good, Ellie. You're good. I mean, Rock Lobster was a weird song. Just not Halloween. Easy to keep a zero conference team that finished in your exact spot. Yes, it is. Yep. 2nd down. Ball at the 13-yard line. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his left. Just going to hand it off to Henry. Try to get some of that back. And they will. To the 25, down to the 27. Nice run there. Make it 3rd and 7. Or thereabout. And Derrick Henry on a one-way ticket to Cannon when his career is up. Over 500 yards this season. In the top 5 now all time in rushing touchdowns. Could reach the 12,000 yard mark tonight with 67 yards rushing. 3rd and 6. They're going to send 4. Lamar floats it up. Incomplete. Wants a flag. Bateman is not going to get one. He thought it was being held on that play by Rasul Douglas. And now the flag comes. Alternative always guaranteed rematch. That was the thing. So Super Bowl winner plays Super Bowl winner. AFC winner plays NFC runner-up. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. They're going to get Bateman for losing his cool and cursing out a ref. Yeah, Zombie's on a Halloween song. We haven't seen too many of those yet this season. He wants a flag for hold, and there was some contact. Not a lot. There was some contact. Then Bateman just sets a last shout at the referee. Curses at him, stares directly at him, and now the Ravens punting inside their own end zone. Great penalty. I thought it was fine. Wildcard divisional losers? By seeding. You do it by seeding. Punt field at 27-yard line. There's a flag on the play. It's going to be against Miami, you figure. Washington to the 40, 45, 50, 45. Nice return. Down to the 38. We'll see if it stands, though. Someone tells me it's not going to. Someone tells me Washington, this one is coming back. Dumb for thinking Dolphins going to come home with a win tonight? I mean, they could. Refs always get the last word, yep. Holding on the kicking team. They're going to get Jackson on the kicking team. Number 39, Keandre Jackson. You don't see that every day. Holding on the gunner. Yeah, Tulane not looking good right now. Americans are cannibalizing itself right now. The Americans cannibalizing. Here's why I know this. I don't want to watch that again. You're good. You're good. So Robinson's going into the tunnel with an injury. Chop Robinson, last year's first-round pick. You don't see that. Holding on the gunner. Usually if you get holding, it's going to be on the offensive line, but not on the gunner. And the Dolphins are going to get in plus territory as a result. So the return will stand by Luke Washington. Dolphins have had some nice returns today. They're going to get the 28-yard line. Already starting at field goal range. Tua chucks it into the dirt. Looking for H.N. And no one home. 2nd down. You know, last year I was trying to take the Ravens and vice versa. It makes sense. Second down. Shop question evaluation. Yeah. Navy wins tomorrow. They'll be a legit favorite. Oh, yeah, absolutely. This is a great result right now for, like, James Madison. It's a great result for James Madison right now, with Tulane potentially losing. Play action to middle of the field behind his man. Had Waddle open, but missed him. Dolphins trying to take advantage of the short field, but not doing a good job so far. 2-0 for 2 this drive. That's what 17 my idea. Yeah. Zombie on karaoke? It is, yes. Well, there's no one tonight. They're not doing karaoke. The bar is being right now for a private event. So I love seeing Navy in the playoff. I would love that. 3rd and 10. There's an option for you to call too. I got the bot. One of the top 3 of the bomb back to his right. Tua takes it. They're going to send 4. Tua, out route. That's caught well shy of the sticks. Roquan Smith on the stop. Gain of 4. 4th and 6. And this is a person. Oh. Patterson's going to line up for the field goal. So they can't take advantage of the short field. They get the ball at the 30. Can't do anything with it. 1 for 2 today. Can Patterson hit this one? This one, 43 yards. Missed from 35 last time. And we'll make this one. Looked like it was drifting wide left for the moment, but does get in. Where is right now? 31-6. It's bad. Zombie more fame for St. Patrick's Day than Halloween? Yeah, I guess so. 14-6 your score. Patterson 2 for 3 today. Ravens do not allow anything on that drive, despite it starting at the 29-yard line after the punt return. It is down to a one-score game, but I figure best case scenario for the Ravens at that point. Yeah, I had a feeling it was that person. FSU job? I mean, I could see James Madison's coach. I could see that. Maybe Stoops, if Kentucky lets him go. Not that I would think. Clark Lee, maybe. I don't know, my clock's running. Can I imagine Army Naval playoff implications? Oh, that'd be incredible. But the playoff would just set up at that point, so. We're firing the Chris Valley LSU job. Yeah, I don't think anyone knows who's calling the shots right now at LSU. I think right now LSU's a mess. Plus Halloween night, I'm going to be going to a friend's place. I'm going to a friend's place tomorrow night. Well, during the World Series, and after the World Series, I'm going to a friend's place. So that's what we're doing. I think Soup's got another job. I think Stoops will get something. I think it's time to just ran out Kentucky, but I think, and whether it's FSU or not, I don't know, but I think you could get a job. Right, Ravens, I don't know if you can double up. It's over 7 minutes to go. I'm not sure you're doubling up. Sean Lewis one of the open jobs. I could see it. But now they're going to the Pac-12, maybe not. Depends on the money. At the end of the day, money talks. Frank buys Pirates, I love that. I got for me another 18 innings. If we go 18 innings, I don't know what I'm going to do. Halloween party November 1st? Yeah, that makes sense to it on Saturday. It is not spent watching that, no. It is not. They might have it on the TV, though. You never know. Godzilla -1 tonight? Ooh. But not impossible, yeah, but they're not, like... With the Dolphins having 2 timeouts, you're not getting a 7-minute drive. It's an 8-minute drive, actually. It's 8 minutes. My clock is wrong. It's actually 7:57 left. So, yeah, you're not doubling up here. Kickoff, field at the 4-yard line, taken out. It can be 20-inning marathon, yep. And kickoff returns to the 28-yard line by Mitchell. New ugly courts are coming. At least they're not as bad as the first season. Monsoon? Ooh, stay safe. Yeah, I love the LSU mess. It's so funny. Helps my shot keeper tremendously. Yes, it does. I'm crossing my fingers. If Strickland screws us up, he's got to go. Shin Godzilla. Ooh. All right, first down the 28-yard line for the Ravens. Went 3 and out last time, and Bateman kind of lost his cool. And it was pouring in New York. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his left. Ravens up by 1 score. Back to his right now is Mitchell, who is to Lamar's right. Takes a snap. They're going to send 4. Lamar. Second read, checks it down to Mitchell to the 35-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. They're glorified YMCA courts. Yeah, they're pretty bad. I hate everything about the NBA Cup. I hate everything it stands for. Everything about the NBA Cup is a sand diamond on society and what it stands for. Returns being more common. The market for returns is going through the roof. Yes, absolutely. You know, if you're going out for Halloween, obviously stay safe. Obviously, like, the roads can get kind of crazy. 2nd down. You see McMurphy throwing through the Florida's close on to Kiffin. I would lose my mind. Like, yelling, screaming. This is my life. Hand off to Henry, gets 2. Brought down by Douglas. Third one to 27. Or 37, I should say. Brings up 3rd and 1. Again, Chop Robinson being evaluated for concussion right now for the Finns, so. You make up a spunk? Yep. I don't watch. I'll watch the Cup for, like, the regular season aspect of it. I will not watch the final. So I watch the games that count. Yeah, it's like a fail version of the FA Cup, yeah. I mean, I'll watch games that count, or is live stream worthy? It depends. Depends when it breaks. But yeah, it would be emergency live stream worthy. 3rd and 1. Stretch play. Henry bouncing outside. Can't make the second effort. It's a quick 3 and out. Tyrell Dodson on the stop, and the Dolphins defense, after allowing 2 straight touchdowns, gets 2 straight 3 and outs. Let's put a ball for Candy for kids. Nice. Yeah, it depends on when the news breaks. 4th and 1, they'll have to punt the ball away. We think. Because I'm putting out Candy? I'd say 3 o'clock. I'd say 3 o'clock is a good time. Those kids get out to school around 3 o'clock. Maybe 4. Might go 4. 3:30. They're going to punt. Defense playing well today. The 2 scores for Miami came on short fields. Stout punts it. Put ball Candy for 1 kid. The punt bounced to the 10 to the 5 and goes into the end zone. Can't get down there in time. It's a 63-yard punt, net of 43. Dolphins well to 20. And what you do is you put out an empty bowl and you put a note out that says take 1. That's what you do. You put out an empty bowl that says take 1. Now no one blames you. 5 to 8. No, not where I lived at least. We started the trickle-treating like 3:40. I don't mean the scary, but no. The punt bounced 3 times. That's on the Gunners. That was a good punt by Stout. Got him inside the 5 last time. Had some fun since before the pandemic. Or we just gotten older. Or it's just you age. It's the risk of punting. I'm still fine with it. Again, that's on your gunning staff. The punt bounced 3 times. You got to get down there in time. I go over 2 touchdown time? No, I would not. I wouldn't do it. Best Halloween candy? I'm an M&M's guy. 4th and 1 to 40. That wasn't at the 40 though. That was at the. It was like the 35. That was like they're starting a field goal range if you don't get it. United with COVID hit, so yeah, probably gotten older. Yeah, because Halloween was great when I was a kid, and now it's not the best. When you're a kid, it's the best thing ever. Anita gifting 20. Whoo! Happy Halloween. Who's got these? Big Willie, Marco, Winnie Sports Fans, Kevin Masaki, S-Mac, Unplanned Beetle, David. I recognize some of these guys. Beatboxer, Zedro, Kenneth, Lydia, Ryan, Madison Rose, Jeremy Forsyth, Stupendous CX, ESMN, Dr. Fabricio, Josh Dolar, Rafael Garcia, Praetorian Dorf, all getting gifted memberships. As a member, you get a lot of cool perks and major video members, only nations and emojis in the chat. Which game do you want? I'll get you on the call for it. Appreciate it as always. Which game do you want? I'll get you on the call. I do, Michael. I do. All the 20 here. Here we go. Yeah, we got a lot of people I recognize in here. One at the top, one at the bottom, back to his left. Favorite helmet-wise of the Jack Two-Tone? I mean, that's the worst. Hand off to the side, Achan. Nothing doing. Bottled up by John Jenkins. 2nd and 10. This counts as $300 toward one of the games. You know, I recognize some of these people. I recognize a lot of these people, actually. That's a different Ryan, but yeah. It is, yes, it is. 2nd and 10. Yeah, did me my dad. I'll be in Pittsburgh for the draft. That is I guess breaking news. We just booked our flights for Pittsburgh. So I am going to be at the draft. We have an injured player. Oh, no. That's a big one. Oh, no. That's Kyle Hamilton. Maybe the best player on that defense. Kyle Hamilton. Don't know what happened, but Kyle Hamilton is down right now. It's a big loss for the Ravens if he can't go. They're looking at, I think it's ankle. Do not care, Dad's run, pick whatever you want. All right. We'll put it to a vote. We'll put it to a vote. Here's how this vote's going to work. Because it's $100. Each percentage point counts as $1. That's how we're going to do it. Because it's a hundo, each percentage point is $1. I'll leave the poll open until the end of the drive. Each percentage point counts as $1. So you get a max of 100, minimum of 0. That's what I'm going to do. Cowboys trade for Trey Hendrickson. It would probably cost a lot. I wouldn't do it. Flag flies. Back it up. Another false start. 2nd and 15. Oh, touchdown really. Got to be commissioner set for the territory next week. There we go. The Lamar 250 passing rush from my parlay. Ollie Gordon's going to be tough to get. Because I'm not sure how much he's going to necessarily play after the penalty. Dolphins or Dolphins. Yes, I should do that. I'm always on power. Yeah, didn't look too bad. I was pointing to his ankle. Stay safe tomorrow? Absolutely. Stay safe tomorrow. If you're going out, stay safe. See, roads can get kind of crazy tomorrow. Full expected to Heidi? I mean, I'm not sure yet. I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's good. You never know. I'm going to have the graphics ready for Vandy, Texas, just in case. One of the top 3 at the bottom. H-N in motion. They're going to send 4. Screen pass goes to Malik Washington. Washington to the 20. Washington brought down the 23 by Hamilton. He's back out there. All right, that's easy enough. To the draft will cost. So it depends how you want to do it. Like, it is completely free to go to the draft. What we do is not. I'm very grateful. What we do is not. They don't get the horse collar there. But it is completely free to go to the draft. All you need to do is just download the NFL app. But it's completely free to go to the draft. It's general admission. What we do, what you see on the like the vlogs and whatnot, what we do, like the seats, no, that's not free. But obviously hotel's gonna be something, but yeah, no flag on that one. Empty backfield, 3rd and 7. They're gonna send 5, and now if a stoppage here is the Ravens will talk things over. They'll call timeout. They'll have 2 left. So, like the NFL draft is, I mean, obviously you would have to pay like parking or hotels or whatever, but like there's no entry fee to get to the draft. It's a fun time. They do a really good job. It's basically like a convention at this point. Homie tree in Pittsburgh. Hopefully, I should be able to. I should be able to say something out. All right. Again, I'm going to close the poll at the end of the drive. Every percentage point counts as $1. Well, it's not a face mask, but horse collar you could have called. Cowboys Cardinals. I have the Cowboys winning. I don't trust anything about the Cardinals right now. Yeah, I've never met Trey in person. I've only met Grossi. It's the only guy I met in person. I'm assuming I'll meet 5 Point in the DC draft. We had top 1 the bomb back to his left. Tight end Mosin Stolchich. Middle of the field. Caught by Waddle. Falling down. Roquan Smith on the coverage. Gain of 14. That's a first down with 4 minutes to go. Miles Garrett on to pick. Oh, that'd be great. Johnston with a 5 time on the other team would have had delay of game. They were going to snap the ball. That wasn't going to be a delay game on the other team. They were going to snap the ball. Close back access. I don't know. Like, I don't know how it's going to work. Like, each year the stage is different. What they offer is different, but hopefully. I appreciate you, Johnster. Haven't taken too long. A lot of flags. A lot of flags so far. Middle of the field. That's caught by Waddle once again to the 45. Waddle to the 40, and Waddle brought down the 38. Also, hotels. Do a drive there since you live in the Midwest? You could. I don't like Midwest is a big territory. I don't know what exactly Midwest is. Yeah, that'd be a win movie, yeah. Greatest sport broadcaster of all time? I mean, I love Al Michaels. I think Michaels is great. Vin Scully's another great one. Anyone in the chat in person? I met JWEX before, yes. I met JWEX. In the chat. Ball to 39. Same with the draft in Green Bay. One on top, one on the bottom. Gonna go reverse to Washington. This time looking for some yards. Not able to get a lot last time before switching the field. This time we'll get 3. Brought down to 36. And it looks like Gordon's down. Gordon is on one knee. They're going to stop the game. And a rough half for Gordon, as he is in some serious pain. Hey, walled away. There you go. The Dolphins, you want to kill as much time as possible on this drive, if at all possible. Because obviously if you're Miami, you don't get the ball to start the half. So, yeah, we'll see what we can do. We'll definitely see what we can do on this one. As we have a stoppage here, so... Which drive, Michael? Detroit. Some recognizing the Wild. At NFL events I have, only one time in Phoenix. Yeah, only one time, like, just out in public. Lamar, he's doing alright. He's got 2 touchdown passes. He's playing well. Alright, let's see the votes on this one. And each percentage point is $1. 39 to Penn State. 36 to Vandy. 21 to North Texas. 4 to Army. Now let's clean hit on Gordon. That wasn't anything crazy with Gordon. A time not an issue if you're Miami. You want to... Where in public was it? I was at the bar. Draft this year is in Pittsburgh. So I got sick. Oh, that sucks. Especially around this time of year. Hopefully I feel better, man. Being sick is not fun. I mean, I met with, yeah, trying to get premium team. They just hung me out with him. Yeah, I mean, the security in Detroit was bizarre, but... What I miss, Ollie Gordon got injured, so... Also, I'm going to be at the draft in Pittsburgh, so... Right, so D-backs? So D-backs, yes, actually, D-backs, there's one of the 50-50 raffle guys that comes up and, like, has recognized me. So I guess that, yes. Tank Bowl or not really? No, this isn't a Tank Bowl. I mean, the Ravens are right in the playoff picture. Right, Detroit did not know how to run things. Detroit was a disaster of a draft. And Gordon is limping into the blue tent. Yeah, like Green Bay was phenomenal. Detroit was a mess. Lift with Spitzer, that's your leadership? Yep. It's a fun event. It's a fun event. All right. Dolphins, again, you figure they're going to take time off the clock here. So you don't want the Ravens to double dip. To the top, to the bottom, back to his right. I don't know. We'll see. We will see on that. Head off H-Shed. He's got the first to the 30, 25, and he'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. That should take us to the 2-minute warning if they're smart. And you don't want to give the Ravens the ball back. A nice block there by the tight end Hayden Rucci. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. They're hosting the draft anytime soon. I think they're going to get one at some point. I'm assuming 28 they'll get it. John Rogers dressed up as a Chucky mask. I love that. God. All right, once Baltimore finished losing, they just have an excuse to get rid of Harbaugh. Yeah, I feel like they would have gotten rid of Harbaugh a while ago, unfortunately, for the Ravens. They were going to do it. All right, let me take off subs only, since we're nearing halftime. All right. Let me Subs only mode is off. Since we are nearing the end of the first half. First and 10, the 22. And again, you just want to kill time if you're the Dolphins. Ravens get the ball to start. Why give them a chance to double dip? Ravens have 2 timeouts. They gotta be smart. They should start taking the timeouts on running clocks. Have the trainer rules dip? They should start taking timeouts on running clocks. When the Cowboys trade, they need to get secondary help. They need secondary help. Wait, bot. I don't see a bot. We have to go in live chat. Oh, that's why. Yeah, so top chat versus live chat is a little bit different, so let me change that. Yeah, secondary help, I think, would be what you need. It was going to be a whole different story, but Titans seem like they're just trading everyone. So for a pick swap, they're going to trade everyone. Patriots trade for? Ooh, what should the Patriots trade for? I would say... I think you get one more edge rusher in a good spot. Hendrick's going to be an interesting one. Will Jags win this weekend? I hope so. I'm worried we're going to shoot ourselves in the foot. I'm going to say no. I am very worried we shoot ourselves in the foot. Like we have every week. By the way, our defense has played as of late. I'm going to say no. Yeah, they better win this Sunday. If they don't win this Sunday, season's over. They need to win this Sunday. Yeah, I've never been to Scotland. I don't know what that phobia is, but it does not sound good. First down, the 21 handoff here, and that is going to get a gain of 1. We'll see if the Ravens take a timeout. They should. And they're not going to. Oh, Baltimore. Oh, Baltimore. You have 2 timeouts. You might as well have a chance to double dip. Miami's going to take their sweet time. I would think you'd want as much time as possible to mount a drive, but not going to do it. 2nd and 9. Tua, we'll see if they hand it off here. They will once again, trying to kill some clock. Achan down to the 13-yard line, and now you figure the Ravens will take a timeout. We're slowly getting there, but I think the Ravens now recognize the situation. They'll take it with 110. All right, okay. I would have taken it on second, because if they throw and it doesn't work, it's going to stop the clock. But, okay, now they do recognize the situation. They just had a very different way of going about it. Right, now, yeah, and AFC team is not the shapes. Yeah, that's the other thing, too. They blow a lot of leads in the fourth quarter, though. Titans trying to super tank that wins to a potential super team. Bold strategy, Cotton. Fear of large bodies of water? Oh, because of being afraid of drowning in the middle of nowhere. Oh, man. I guess, like, if you close the window. If you get the window seat on the plane, you close the window, and then you just fall asleep. 50 minutes not to, yeah. You know, not a dumb decision. It's not a dumb decision. I would have taken the time out right away, and then take it again right away, but you're assuming they're going to run it here, too. Force Baltimore to make a decision on the timeout, and they will. And the Ravens will call a timeout. Roquan Smith on the stop, right? So it doesn't matter at the end. And now the Dolphins have a decision. 3 straight runs. And now, what do you do if you're Miami? You can kick the field goal, make it a 5-point game. Or go for it. If you get the first down, you can ensure that Baltimore will not touch the ball again. Is this 4-down territory? I'm leaning go for it. I would go here. Personally, I would go. They're going to leave the offense out there. Again, if you get the first, you can make it so that the Ravens cannot get the ball back and will not get a chance to double dip. So big 4th down here. They're going. I like the call. 4th and 2. I like the call. Let's see what they draw up. Tua. They're going to send 5. I don't know what the call was. Well, I like going for it there. I don't hate the decision. The play call itself is a different story. A fly route to your running back in the end zone is it's a different story. Because what's crazy about that is if it worked, the Ravens get the ball back. I thought the whole point of going for it was if they can't get the ball back. They send 4. Lamar, pressured, scrambles now, and he will throw on the run, deep down the field, wobbly throw incomplete, looking for Andrews. What's weird about that call, if that was... I want to hear the press conference afterwards. I think dumb decision on that one. Because what's weird about that call was, if it worked, the Ravens get the ball back. And then the whole point of going for it was to get 2 yards so that you can't give the Ravens the ball back. So, what was that? I'm confused. George was right fire in Georgia? Yes. If there'd be one play, a stretch or a flip entirely, yep. Unless you have Calvin Johnson, yep. Yeah, I don't hate the decision. Go for it. I was fine with that. It's, the fade route to Achan is a different story. They're going to send 4. Lamar, pressured, pocket collapses, checks it down to his back. It's caught by Hill, and the Dolphins should take a timeout now. And they will. With 46. So the Dolphins are going to try to get the ball back. They'll have 1 timeout left. Just, I think we're going to... I think we are. I think Jags' season is over if they lose. We can promise if the AFC is just stacked. That's the problem, is that there's so many good teams. 10 wins might not be enough anymore. I thought 10 was going to be enough, but you look at the Chargers, Broncos, Chiefs, AFC North winner, Colts, Patriots, Bills. That's 7 teams right there. How are we getting in? I don't know how we're getting in. Just a weird... Again, the thing with that play call is that I get the idea of going for it, because the whole point of going for it is to prevent the double dip. Right, throw a screen, keep it in bounds, yeah. Like, the whole point was to prevent the double dip. Even if that play works, that's a double dip. Because they're getting the ball back. Either way, the Ravens get the ball back. So, first wrong pen to the stadium. 3rd down, 1 of the top 2 of the bomb, back to his left. Lamar, they're going to send 5. Slam pass, caught by Bateman, but tackled short of the line of the 21-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Now, this is big. If this flag is against Baltimore, you can decline this and keep your timeout. Can you fill there for points of more? I'm fine not kicking the field goal. Titans climb back into the AFC mix for the defense. I think they can, yeah. And I decline this penalty. And you got to keep your timeout. It's a sloppy play by the Ravens. It was short of the sticks. And the Dolphins got to keep their timeout. At least you forced them to burn a timeout if it was not a penalty. But because it was a penalty, they got to keep the timeout. Perfect time to call a fade to Achan. Yep. So, no real harm done. The Dolphins going to get it back. After all that, no real harm done. Washington, I don't know what he's looking at. Fields it on 1 hop. Instead of feeling like the 30, going to field the... I don't know what Washington's doing there. He's normally good. I don't know what that was. Full House or Friends Sunday? I'm going to say Full House. I don't know why I let that bounce. I don't know why I let that one bounce. It was right in front of him at the 30-yard line, but let's go over Seth. It's going to kill more time off the clock, and now you get at the 18-yard line, and we'll see how aggressive they want to be here. Chubb Robinson ruled out for the game with a concussion. That's just been announced. Yeah, 1 friends, yes. They're going to hand the ball off to Achan. Get the first down to 32. Now you got to go. You have a timeout. They're going to use it here. Remember, they got to save their timeout because of the penalty. Patterson does have a strong leg. Need about 30 yards to get into range. I do with wide receiver, yeah. Problem was that H didn't run the route. Even did the throw is awful, yeah. I want to hear the press conference after. So we'll put that on hold. We'll put it on hold. I want to hear the press conference after. Dolphins have no timeouts. Oh, the Rangers scored a goal. All right. I know it's after the field goal. But, I mean, you're not going to need 4 downs. You can get up there and spike it. You don't need a fire drill. Fire drill only applies on 3rd down to 4th. You can get up there and spike it. That's not an issue. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. 2 a play action. They're going to send 4. Swings out to H-N. Got to get out of bounds here, and he will. It's only about 2 yards on the play. They'll take that if you're the Ravens. Take 2 yards for 5 seconds. Can Ravens get it to start the half? You have 3 target lines for field goals? Oh, that's cool. 2nd down. Trips to the top, 1 the bomb back to his left. They send 4. Tua. Middle of the field. That's caught the 45. Gotta get up there and spike at the 50. 12 seconds. Gotta go. Roquan Smith tries to hold the tight end down. Can't do it. 7 on the clock. 6, 5. They get set. Spike it with 4. Now, with 4, you don't have time to call another play. You gotta go Hail Mary here. All good hip clip. You gotta go Hail Mary. Can't try a field goal. Patterson doesn't have the leg for it. Maybe with Aubrey you could. Cam Little you could. But it took a bit too long on that one. Gotta go deep. Hail Mary here. 4 wide. They're going to go a quick pass. An out route. What? Okay, well, I don't know what the point of that was. It takes 3 seconds off the clock. I don't know what the point of that was. I don't know what that was. Like on the defense? No, I didn't hold him down long enough. He let go. I don't know what that play was. The point of that. It's like you're trying to draw a penalty to get up closer. That's risky. Takes 3 seconds off the clock. Now this is the last play of the half. The Ravens have 2 guys back there. That's it. They're showing blitz. They're going to send 5. Force 2 to get rid of it quickly. Tua, though, has time. They send 5. It's not going to matter, though, because brought down the 39 on the sack. It's Mike Green. And that'll be the end of the half. A weird half in Miami. The Ravens get the ball to start the half, and I don't know what the heck is going on with the Dolphins. Just a bizarrely coached half in many ways, and you have to figure the big play that no one's going to talk about, seems forgotten about, is Malik Washington let that punt go over his head. You get 11 extra yards, get another playoff. That bounce, and that was bad because it bounced over his head. Killed time off the clock. Then you started 12 yards further back instead of getting up a 30. Could have gotten a field goal out of that. But Washington kind of screwed up. Yeah, I think Mike's getting fired. Or that one's onto it, yeah. Right, he had a lot of time. Yeah, that was bad. Franklin, Virginia Tech, I can see that. I think he will go to VT. Yes, I think so. Ravens get the ball to start the half. When we get back here. Yeah, it went down like that. Yep. Green on the sack. Lamar is playing. Yes, he's got 2 touchdown passes today. He's got 2 touchdowns. Goes back to the dumb fade by Mike. Yep. First one not scored another point. I mean, they're running the ball well to some extent. The problem is that they're not doing much after that. They're going down the field. They're just not capitalizing. Like, at all. Not capitalizing the slightest bit. McDaniel merch lives ready? I do, yep. I got the assets ready. I've got the assets all ready to go. The message on Harbaugh? No, nothing on Harbaugh. But I got to hear the press conference from McDaniel because I don't know what that 4th down play was. And appreciate all you guys being here. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. Helps the channel out a ton. Oh, no freaking way. Grocery Pizzle. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Jordan said it's not the same with the Turtles. It's not the same. It just ain't the same with the Turtles. Bill Friends says this exactly what Vikings well has been like all season. Part of the game just a knife that twists your heart and soul further. Yep. Like, the Rams will keep you in this one, too. That's the crazy part, too. Like, Baltimore's offense, outside those 2 touchdown drives, they have not moved the ball down the field. Like, every drive's been a 3 and out. Aggressive, he's doing his halftime raids, and one of the guys he raided is actually like a fan of this channel, so that's streaming the game. Who's a Dolphin fan, so happy for him. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel. Try to grow this community even more. Dolphins 30 seconds left for everyone 20. Let's call it, run the results, and use our final timeout. Yeah, that was a weird thing. McDaniel has not been sharp this year. I mean, his press conferences have just been word salad. And if it's in so far, I got to hear the press conference, but McDaniel did something pretty stupid like 2 days ago. Can I link that one? Yeah, I can link that one. McDaniel did something pretty stupid with a 4th down decision to go for and just call the dumbest play imaginable. You go in the red zone never capitalizing? Yeah, that is the, that's the worst. That is the worst. As a Jaguar fan, I know the feeling. It's not fun. Hate Spurs, 1 point game they have. That's a good game. So 14-6 your score. We've all been word salad. Yeah, but this year in particular has been really word salad. This year feels like a computer that's broken down. I got the bot. Is 741 really from Ajax? Really? I never would have guessed that. To win games, you have to win the game. Yep. Halloween special art, nice. We'll be live for Halloween for the World Series. We should be live. I think we're gonna be live at 3 o'clock Eastern as well. Sometime around there, 3 o'clock, 3:30. We'll go live. I don't want to promise anything, but I like doing overtime at least once a day. And tomorrow I'm not going to be doing it after the game. So I'm hoping we can. I can't do one before, like right before, because I have a workout tomorrow at 5:30 Eastern. By the time I get back, it'll be 7 o'clock Eastern, or 7:15, and the game starts at 8. So I can't do it before the game, but I might be able to do it like before, if that makes sense. So I might be able to do it. Fire McDaniel now. We're nearing that point. I don't think it's going to be fired after this game. I think it's going to be fired at the end of the season. Finn's next head coach, who would I pick? Ooh. Needs to be a disciplinarian. It's got to be someone that runs a tight ship. Because the players, there's no authority. It's too loose. It's got to be someone that runs a tight ship. So, I don't know who exactly fits that mold. Campanelli could fit that mold. But Greer's got to go. Yeah, they just got to clean house. Yeah, Greer, the fact he's been there for 25 years, haven't won a playoff game. I mean, I don't know why he's still there. It makes no sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. Right, get ready to bring back Flores. Yep. Yeah, I don't think Flores was the problem. I think we're realizing that. Well, Gruden would be interesting. The problem with the lawsuit with the NFL, I'm not sure he's going to get a job in the NFL. Sort of a quarterback too? I would. Yeah, I would. Tua's not the guy. Brian Kelly, head coach. Yes, absolutely. That would be a good move. Yes. Brian Kelly would be a phenomenal fit for my God. I can't even imagine. That would be like... He'd be the first coach to get fired after a quarter of the season. He would last 4 games before a mutiny happens. 4 might be generous. I like Christopher Ebenezer, but hey, not luck going to a playoff one in 25 years. Even the Browns have done it. Finchard or Lamar, yes. Now I can figure it out. Yep. And next Thursday night, we'll be live for that game. Raiders-Broncos. That'll be interesting. So starting next week, I do have, for certain weeks, I will have the Heidi in place. And by that, because Thursday night, again, usually karaoke starts at 9 on Thursdays. And I go to the end of the game. But if the game's ugly, we can sign off early for that. Depending on what the situation holds. If it's like a 27-point game with 5 minutes left, we'll sign off early. Starting next week when it goes Mountain Time. I'm 2 hours behind instead of 3. If Flores on a 7 scoreback, yeah, I think he could do well. First moving in Flex Thursday night. I think it's in December they can do it. You need a month's notice. I think December is when they can start doing it. I do not swear if I had time? No. No, I wouldn't do that. It would just be ended early. But that, it's never happened before. I've done 2-minute warning before where they're just taking knees. Like basically kneel down situation, we end it right then and there. Yeah, week 14, yeah, that's December, yeah. We got 4 minutes to go until we start the second half. Again, appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what we see, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out on the channel, try to grow this community even more. Yeah, Chargers Warriors Thursday in 23 went over at halftime. Yes, it would have been. They 20 win. Jalen Hurts threw a touchdown. 3 different players who did not catch one. I'm going to guess Goddard on that one. Could be wrong, but I'm going Goddard. How do you want to? Yeah, Vanny, Texas. Yeah. I'm going to have the graphics ready for that just in case. If it gets to that point. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. With Smith. Oh, man. I said Smith. I said Smith. Let's go. Yeah. I got it for religious reasons. Yeah, I get that. The 4-year-old would technically bear right now in 2. I don't know about that, but it's close. My name over Texas last on the list. Yep. Two field goals for the Dolphins, 2 touchdowns for the Ravens. I wouldn't say 2 was playing well. That 4th down throw was something else. Something special. I would not say he's playing well. Plus 499 NHL? I'm not sure. I only know 99 for one player. Yeah, Denver KC. We'll be live for that. So Christmas will be live for the night game. We're not going to be live for the first two games. So we'll be live for the night game. Oh, so the sub's only back on. Let me go from there. I appreciate all you guys a ton. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe to sub us out on the channel. We'll have a video dropping tomorrow. Either dumb decisions, depending on what we hear from McDaniel on that play, or we'll do a history video. By 21 days notice, yep. Yeah, the fumble's looming large, yep. Yeah, the Dolphins even not playing poorly. Like, they're really not. They allowed one touchdown drive. The other touchdown drive came at the 8-yard line. The Ravens have basically gone 3 and out every single drive. Outside the 2 touchdown drives, and that started the 8-yard line. Like, the Dolphins are holding their own defensively. This one is not over by any means. By any means. This one is not even close to done. But you got to get a stop here. It's that simple. Because the Dolphins are moving the ball. The Ravens are not really moving the ball. Outside of that one touchdown drive they had, they've really not been moving it the best. Yeah, I think I don't trust Ross with football stuff. Like, that's the weird thing about this game. It's that the Dolphins should be doing a lot better. But you miss a field goal from inside 40. You get the trip on Ollie Gordon. You throw a pass on 4th and 2 that's nowhere near the guy. You maybe mismanage the clock a little bit. And we continue tomorrow with the World Series, yep. But I can't capitalize on chances. Yep, they got to get a stop here. How's it going, Taco? Appreciate you tuning in. That kickoff will bounce to the 15 and take it to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Stiff arm down to the 32. We got a fiber from Peel Slowly. Appreciate you, man. JG, as a Dolphins fan who's watched every game, it's over. Which game do you want, Peel? Appreciate you, man. I mean, I get it. Look, as a Jaguar fan, I get the idea of, like, I don't see it when certain things happen. They gotta capitalize. They just gotta capitalize. But the Ravens are the kings of blowing leads and blowing games. Do I trust 2 in this offense? No, but they got a shot. I would take the Ravens right now. Believe me, if you ask me who's going to win this game, Dolphins or Ravens, I'm taking the Ravens. But handoff here again at 2 for Henry. 2nd and 8. Which game won't be? I'll appreciate you, man. I'm not crazy about Herb Street. For NFL, at least. Like right now with Sports Fix? Yeah. You want to trust Ross either? I would not. Right, Ravens has not been great, but brick wall in the end zone. Yes, they happen. Matt, you some decision was so bad, we both agreed he had to go immediately. Oh yeah, everyone agreed at that point. Right, college, he's fine. NFL, not so much. You'd be the first ever Halloween championship ever. Yes, it would be. 2 at the top, 1 bomb back to his right. Zebra team clinching Halloween. Flowers down motion, trips to the top of the screen. Lamar, they're going to send 4. Lamar stepping up, checks it down to his back. Henry, it's caught, but there's 3 guys on him. And he's brought down to the 35. Initial contact there by Jordan Brooks. Should we lose 150-0 right now? I don't know about that. You know, both teams had negative. It's not great. 3rd down. Can they force a 3 and out? This time I know which game you want, PL. I appreciate you a ton on that one. Appreciate the donation, as always. So it drops coming out to the top 3 as well. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. They're going to send 5. Lamar steps up. Going to take off. We know he can run, and there he goes to the 48-yard line. Haven't seen him use a whole lot of his legs today, but gets 13 there, and that's a big first down for the Ravens. They technically won at midnight after. They did. Update about the car accident? No, nothing. I mean, insurance covered it, but the car got fixed, but nothing. Gain of 13 Still got to put contain on Lamar if he gets free. He's able to step up and run for the first. So we have an injured Dolphin now. Just the 5th first down of the game for the Ravens. That's Jack Jones who is down. First time was for iconic college football. No, sir, he's up there. It's now 37 away from 12K. All right, I'll just put Peels to a vote. Put the Peels slowly one to a vote. I'll say hear from him. Appreciate the $5. And Jones is still down. This is not a good sign for the Fins. No, this is not a fake. This is definitely not a fake. This is a Dolphin secondary that's notoriously depleted. He was limping all the way. No, I wasn't trying to slow him down. That was only the 3rd play of the drive anyways. No, that's not a fake. He was limping on the play. He pulled something. He gets up. Walks up on his own power, which is good. I think he just pulled something. Dolphin secondary. Though their fair share of injuries throughout the season, and that's another one right there if he can't go. But he looks to be okay. He's walking on his own power. I'll take a look at him. I think it might be just a cramp. I hope, at least. He's walking on his own power, walking pretty normally. If it was still waiting for the right time to call him out, yes. Back underway, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Lamar takes it. They're going to send 4. Lamar, middle of the field. That's caught by Likely, and that's a first down at the 41. First down for the Fins. Again, appreciate all you guys tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. It does go a long way. Helps out a ton on the channel. Remember, got a long touchdown drive. It could get away. It could. All right, $5 from Peel going to the Ohio State game. Trips to the top. 1 at the bottom. Back to his right is Mitchell. High snap, but play action. Caught by Flowers behind the line. Flowers to the 40. Makes 1 man miss, and then brought down by Brooks to the 38. Gain of 3. You're in field goal range now for the Ravens. Have a chance to make a 2-score game. Eberflus still has a time in his pocket. Yep, that is the rumor. Yeah, I don't think he's giving up the time anytime soon. Yeah, he's come back in. Jones is back in. Yeah, again, once he got up, I think he just pulled something. I think just a cramp. They stretch him out. He's good. He's back in the game 2 plays later. 2nd and 7. One at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his right is Hill this time. Loops range? Yes, it is. They send 5 screen pass to Hill. Hill gets the first to the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now it's definitely Hill's range. Taken down by Dodson, but gain of 9 on the screen pass. And, man, for the Dolphins, he had a chance for the 3 and out. Lamar takes off for the first, and now the Ravens are in business. The defense is fading right now. The defense in business. Big Ten games, yeah. At least in the morning slate. Lamar, play action. That's caught over in the middle of the field. That's caught by Likely. And I'll get down at the 14-yard line. They're in the red zone. Gain of 15. Lamar is dealing. Yeah, lost the game against Wani Quartet, yeah. Tell Shy to call him out. He should do that. That'd be incredible. Yeah, just keep the clock moving. It's a 5-minute drive. Can make it a 2-score game here. As long as you don't turn the ball over, it's going to be a 2-score game. Rasul Douglas, the veteran, on the stop. Lamar 13 for 17, and all Tua can do is look on as the Ravens go down the field. 1 at the top of the screen, 2 in the backfield. Lamar hands it off to the side. It goes to Mitchell. Mitchell gets by Dodson, and then out of bounds. Fitzpatrick on the stop. Here's hat-trick, maybe. Gain of about 4. Nice, long, productive drive for Baltimore. The clock has moved on every single play. Taken off 1/6 of the half already. Every game but 1 last week was decided by double digits. Yes, I have seen that. Yes, I love that. Yeah, Vitale, like, obviously as he's gotten older, it's harder, but They send 4. Lamar checks it down. That's called Flowers with a juke move, makes a man miss. And we brought down shy of the 6 to the 5-yard line. Brooks on the stop. Yeah, Chop is missed badly. Without him, it's not been great getting pressure. 3rd and 1 to 5. 6 minutes off the clock this drive. The money line now for the Ravens, the highest it's been all day, minus 2,500. Tight end sneak, Andrews, first down. They've done that many times already this season, where they line up in the tush-push, but with Andrews as the guy. Gets the first, and now the Ravens in serious business here. The line has dropped to minus 3,000. 1st and goal. You have to get to the 4. You got there with ease. Tight end push. There you go. Jackson under center. One the top, one the bottom. Fullback in motion. They get it off. Play action. Lamar. Pressure. End zone. Open. Caught. Kolar. 3 touchdowns for Lamar in his comeback to the NFL. Touchdown, Baltimore. Charlie Kolar. All 3 touchdowns today to a tight end. That's his 2nd of the season. Lamar, 13th passing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens lead by 2 scores. A 7-minute drive. National Tight End Week. National Tight End Month at this point. Loop. Perfect. The perfect drive. Mr. Blackhawks against Jets. I would say Blackhawks Jets. For the Ravens, kill time. Kill a quarter of the second half. It was about, yeah, we know he had the better performance. The line is dropped to minus 4,000. Tight end push down as Eagles switch push. I don't think it's as bad now. I don't think it's as bad. Because not as many like bodies getting pushed. Baltimore, yeah, they could be back. Is you at $200, you get 5 at this point. A long drive. Who's going to touchdown? Kolar, the tight end. Surprise, Ravens line is close yet? No, it's not close in a 2-score game. Not in the 3rd quarter. Odds all he won't get a touchdown this game. He got injured, so I'm not even sure he's going to play. He got injured. If I were Pittsburgh, I'd be crapping my pants right now. Yeah, me too. Lamar's at 179. Ravens still think it's national tight end. Yeah, Nance has not been the best lately. I think Eagle Watt's the better pairing, and the sooner they move him up, the better. Dolphins 6.9% chance to win. Nice. Not so nice, but you get it. I've seen it minus 50,000 before. I think the Ravens score another touchdown. If it's like 28-6 going into the 4th, they'll close it. 21-6. If you like what we see, we got Dolphins emojis, Ravens emojis. No, that's how Ajax is pronounced. In the Netherlands, it is. You know, I don't know the one in Ontario. I don't know how that one's pronounced. But the club, I was pronouncing like the club in the Netherlands. That one is Ajax. You confused urban and the emoji? Yep. Everyone's doing the celebration now? Yep. Yeah, does this town have a different name in Toronto? In Ontario? Because I pronounced like the Netherlands club. The Jets are so Ajax, okay. Alright, so in Canada, it's okay. Yeah, Netherlands, it was Ajax. So, left side Thursday game next week. Yeah, Broncos, Raiders. Oof. We'll see if the Raiders win this week. Hopefully they don't. Kickoff fielded at the 7. Taken out to the 20. Eskridge to the 25 and will be brought down the 29-yard line. There's a flag on the play, though. Tackle there by Jake Hummel. Free concessions at Coastal. Oh, I love that. Per visit. Yeah, I would assume so. You can't, like, do the 55 burgers, 55 hot dogs, and whatnot. Ball to 15. Come on with to our pull request. All right, screw it. We'll do it. You gave a request. You gave a donation. We'll do it. I'll do it the day. Well, it gets you number 1. It gets you in the top spot. I'll put the poll up. Appreciate you, Gamana. I'll put the poll up. Let's see if you can keep that hold on number 1, but I appreciate that. Yeah, medium Pepsi. 1 medium Pepsi, that's it, yeah. Tua, pressured. He's getting sacked to the 6-yard line. Back-to-back sacks for Tua. All right. Put a poll up. Because we got a tour. I'll do a poll for 2. Why not? Why not? People are going to be so confused if they check it. I'm like, wait, what the heck is this question? 2nd and 17. The line is now minus 7,000. It is plummeting by the minute. 1 at the top, 3 at the bottom. The handoff here, H-Chan, nothing doing. They're going to lose a yard. Dolphins going backwards. Return down essentially from a loss, yeah. It is bad right now. The line is dropped to minus 10,000. It's the highest it's been today. Shows how much this game is spiraling out of control. All right, 60% of you saying no on that one. 3rd and 17. 1 at the top, 3 at the bottom. Tua, they're going to send 4 in his own end zone. Swings it out behind the line. It's a 3 and out. The worst possible drive for Miami. You're punting in your own end zone. The Boo Birds are out. You're punting in your own end zone. Your defense was on the field for 7 minutes. And Miami, it is now... It's ugly. People are booing. Miami crowd is done. Yeah, it's bad right now. Bailey gonna punt. Guess you called it. Yep. Play is blown dead before. This is a disaster at this point. Can be right at this rate, yeah. Was that poll for? We got a tour for, come on, donate $2 for that. So, that's why. Otherwise, I'm going to put the poll up, but come on, donate $2 for that. So, you donate $2 upon any poll you want. Fire Mike, yep. Dolphins McDaniel firing? I don't think he's getting fired tomorrow, but he should. The punt here by Bailey. It's a bad one. I don't know why Wester's getting out of the way of that ball. He could have easily fielded that at the 42. It was touched by the Dolphins, so at that point, it's a dead ball at that point. 36-yard punt. McDaniel's confused. Holding on the Ravens, so... Probably for the end of the kicks, but... Still going to get the ball near midfield. Around the 48. Laundry. How long until Crab's on the field? I mean, we're seeing it right now. I mean, this is a crap product right now. I mean, I agree. McDaniel needs to go. I agree with you. Minus 20,000 on the line. You bet $200, you win $1. If this holds. They were staking more exciting. I mean, this game right now, it's bad for the Fins. Yeah, that could not be a worse start out of the halftime break. That could not be a worse start. Just made insurance sales in 3 years. I'm going to say fiction. I mean, he's got tons of money. He does not need to be an insurance salesman. To bench for Ewers at some point. I'm going to say fact. I'll go fact there. First down, the 48-yard line. In the video, I think rule goes yes. Yes, 2-year extension, there's nothing with that. It's not like the current 8-year extension. 2-year extension's nothing. Everyone's writing down, yes, I think it should be. Bet $1 Ravens winning you win 5 cents. Is it even that high? I'm sure it's that high. No, it's, you win nothing. You have to bet $3 to get 1 cent. They won't let you play. Oh, wait. Now it's up to minus 10,000. They did change the line. They did adjust it. You bet $1, you win a cent. I'll start checking out a lot of the same. 100%. Henry right now, I think it was at like 40. I'll give you the exact number. Henry is at 32. 32 yards. So it's at 11965 in his career. Fans are leaving. Yeah. Well, I don't blame them. We've seen some comebacks this season, but this would be a big one. And more or less than I thought. About what I thought. It's only 35, yeah. Kelly be a better fit for Penn State than Rule? No. Kelly, people don't like Kelly. Ball be at the 40. One of the top, two at the bottom. Lamar hands it off up the middle. There's Henry. He'll get 9 down to the 49-yard line. So I think Derek never start Derek Henry in primetime again. I mean, I think they're gonna pound the rock a lot lately. They're gonna pound the rock a ton. Now with this game. Got back room for McDaniel's decision. End of the first half was kind of bizarre. After the press conference about what that play call was. Second down. Toss play here. Mitchell gets the first at the 48-yard line. Brought down by Douglas, but they're in plus territory after those 2 plays. Every time the Dolphins play a top-tier team, that's how they play. Because that's who they are. As long as Chris Crew's there, as long as McDaniel's there, I mean, that's who they are. Brian Kelly takes a year off. I'm going to say fact. I think fact. He might do a media tour to increase his PR. I think that would be smart for him. Go on the PR tour for a year. Increase your stock. Henry keeps 2 makes my opponent summary. That'd be nice for you then. You run the ball. Clock is stopped. And Miami has to take a timeout. They were late getting guys on the field. Just through the TV. Did she really? Did she actually? Holy cow. Oh, man. A timeout. They had 2 left. Why is Kelly unlikable? I mean, he killed a man. That was also, it's part of why. He's a phony. 2 at the top in the pistol here. Thomas has burn a timeout. Lamar, play action. He's going to throw down the field. Open. Flowers, 15. 10. Down at the 9. Zay Flowers gets him in the red zone. Brought down by Trader. Gain of 39 yards. How's it going, Jack? Appreciate you tuning in. And this game might be on ice. What a throw by Lamar. So it was 4-3. We were through a team we just got in. Oh, God. You should be upset about that. I mean, it's destruction of property. That's 1 top, 1 the bottom. Play action. Lamar. Stepping up. Fires on the run. Back of the end zone. Open. Caught. There's a flag on the play. Bateman on the touchdown. What's the flag? Prior to the pass, it's good. Ravens pulling away. 3-score game. Lamar, welcome back. His 4th of the night. And the money line is at minus 100,000. It is now off the board. Hey, YouTube body cam videos. Yeah, the lines have closed. It was at minus 100K, and now it's closed. You cannot bet the Ravens straight up anymore. Two drives, 2 touchdowns for the Ravens to start the half. Extra point is good. The Ravens are back, baby. Yeah, no one cover that receiver. Yeah, no one likes Brian Kelly. They just closed the line, yep. What's up on Heidi, too? Looks like we're going to back-to-back ugly Thursday night games. 28-6. And a Marshall, Coast Carolina. Just a disastrous half for Miami. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, a 3 and out. Negative yards of offense this half. Ravens in my top 10 for this? I don't know about that, but top half, yeah. Yeah, Lamar, you know, a game like this, he's back in the MVP race. You can bet Ravens minus 1.5. That is still available. Minus 50,000. It's not worth it, but it is available. Yeah, lately all bad. Yeah, it's been rough for the NFL lately. World Guesser? I've never heard of that. I played Geoguesser. I've never heard World Guesser. Best game the rest of the college football season? Georgia Tech could be the best game. Georgia GT could be incredible. The Ravens even so far looking all right. So far looking all right. Record rainfall in New York? Wow. Yeah, I know it was bad. I know New York was bad today. I know from, like, my parents. Bill, I might recommend 2 cents. Yes, you can. McDaniel said at halftime must really feel the players. At least I think this might be so bad they might have to fire McDaniel at this point. This might be one of those where you have to fire McDaniel. Like the Bills game Thursday night. Like the Bills game Thursday night was close enough where I'm not sure you do. Where you couldn't do it. But this, you might be able to. Can map on GeoGuessr or WorldGuessr and Natural Edit? Ooh, nice. Or see us when healthy is okay. We're not facing juggernaut offenses. And we'll learn more about it, but obviously, like, Bears and Dolphins are not like the great offenses, but they're doing all right so far. They're undefeated, yeah. I mean, Georgia Tech's will be a fun game. Had a Wings Kings about a dozen. Well, Ears is the emergency third quarterback. He can't go. He's got the second quarterback would be. Yeah, we got people wearing the paper bags over their heads. That's why you know. Close from early? No, because there's no karaoke tonight, so we're not going to call it early. Estridge, down to the 30. Send the bags, yep. This would be the kind of game where I would call it early. When we go to Mountain Time, when we go 2 hours, this would be the kind of game I call it early. This is the kind of situation I was talking about. But tonight they're not doing karaoke, so I'm not going out tonight. Yeah, Wilson's the backup, yep. It's a quiet type of mutiny right now. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, well, Tua, I mean, it's not good. Lemon's on the World Tour? No, they're doing a private event for the, it's a private event at the bar downtown. Tua, play action middle of the field, and that's caught. Finally, a first down this half for the Fins. Down to the 47. Goes Westbrook Akini, the former Titan. To start. Definitely a start. I want to say we could do that. I don't know yet. We'll see how my voice is holding up, but we could do that. So we're not doing it tomorrow. My Monster Mash is never specified its dance. Nope. How about I win everyone? I think it's going from 34-10 losing 28-6. Falcons' offense kind of sucks at quarterback. Also, Lamar Jackson healthy. It's a whole different team. Where should Tua go? Shanghai. Hand off to HN and we'll get nothing. Bottled up by Travis Jones. UFL. You call the ambulance? Oh, God. Holy cow. Well, that's going to be a lot of money. Holy cow. To Carolina, next 30 people, Bryson. Wow. Peel with a $5. Well, you were right on this one. Whatever you do, when you do them, like Dale, don't bother saying should we fire Ross as repeat this week. You won't fire no matter what. Yeah, but now with the paper bags, I mean, this is a close enough game. This is close, or not close enough. This is enough of a blow. Which game do you want, PL? I appreciate you, man. This is enough of a blowout where you might not have a choice. Scamana is no longer in first. Slam pass behind HN, incomplete. Third down. 2 fighters are more embarrassing than the Bengals right now. Yep, there you go. Hang on, I didn't see that. Halloween songs suck, fact or fiction? All Halloween songs? Fiction. I'm saying fiction. Ghostbusters is great. Ohio State, Indiana, who wins that one? I got Ohio State, but it's going to be a great game. Which game you want, PL? I appreciate you a ton on that one. Yeah, Russell won't get embarrassed like this. Yeah. One of the top 3 of the bomb, and Tua's going to have to take a timeout. They'll have 1 timeout left. You are in your 6th year. You're on a dead ball. You're in your 6th year. You've been in this offense a while. Timeouts at a premium down by 3 scores. You're on a dead ball. Wow. Fans are booing as they should be. Dolphins only have 1 timeout left. Yeah, Tua took it. How's it going, Zippy? Appreciate tuning in. I'll just put you a vote. Texas Browns quarterback. Yeah, that's on Tua. If I refer McDonald, yeah, they gotta just clean house. Again, I said at the start of the season, Miami was not gonna be good this year because the preseason against Jacksonville, I was like, this is not gonna be good. Third down, Tua. They send 5. Middle of the field, dropped. Can't let him Tua there. Westbrook Kenny just dropped it. Peel with a 5er. Think for a second, if the game blown by the Browns and force him to what will, they're going to punt the ball away. Appreciate you, Tom Peel. This is rough. What will is, this is on national TV. And you have a long week. The Browns game didn't have a long week. This is a long week. So, it's a little bit different coming off a Thursday night game. Now they're about to be mathematically eliminated. If there's a game you want, Peel, just let me know. That punt, angled out of bounds, and the Ravens will take over right around the 20. Paper bag him up with the Dolphins logo? Yeah. Oh, man. This is one of the worst quarters of football I've seen any team play. All season. Like, this is like... It's like the Jags and Gus Bradley. Like, this takes me back in a bad way. This might legit be the worst score I've seen any team play all season. Aaron from Miami? Who's got experience on the coaching staff? Oh, horrible to have Dolphin fan syndrome. Yep. Dolphins start Wilson or Ewers? I would start Ewers. I mean, you know what you have in Wilson. You know Wilson probably not the guy. You know, there's not a light ahead. Because Tua's going to take too much dead money. I don't trust Ross as an owner. I don't know how you can. Yeah, we start feeling bad for the Dolphins as a Patriot fan. You know it's really bad. I mean, this is rough. You told me on a new team to finally be like Daniel Jones. That would be a miracle. One of the worst quarters ever, yep. Al Michaels getting some brutal zingers, yeah. I mean, when he's in, like, no F's to give mode is when he's incredible. Yeah, this is hard to watch at this point. This is hard to watch. There's no other way to say it. This is hard to watch. was a one-score game of the half. Defense playing all right. You figure, okay, you get a stop to start. You're in a good spot. And then, nope. Yeah, this line's on Thanksgiving bad. Ball get dealt at the deadline. I would deal him. I would. Poor Al, poor Kirk. Well, not poor Carissa. Carissa does not deserve that. Carissa can suffer for all I care. 28-6, and we might be one drive away from Lamar being benched. It'll be that much of a blowout. That's supposed to broke me too. Yeah. Hard watching Jags lines 24. Yeah. I mean, this is because the season was over by that point. This is the end of the season for the Dolphins. Poor Kaylee. Yes, poor Kaylee. You've been helped this season. All I care is about JJ Williams. Promise. Yep. Dolphin syndrome. Yep. It's a bad night for that. Yeah, this is a rough one. Oh no, you're good, Jackson. You're good. Believe me, we totally got it. We're good. We're good. Yeah, this is a rough game. Jackson, you have nothing to apologize for. You have nothing to apologize for. Obviously, you're fine. Yeah, week 1 broke, mate. Yeah, I got that with the Vikings game against the Bears. That was rough. All right, 2:30 to go. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Henry bouncing outside. Got a chance at history here to the 30, 35, 40. There it is. There it is. There it is. Derrick Henry. 12,000 career rushing yards. His longest of the day, 33 yards. And there you go. Derrick Henry, the 17th player in the history of the NFL to get 12,000 rushing yards. He's got a one-way ticket to cannon. Everyone above him is in the Hall of Fame with the exception of Adrian Peterson and Frank Gore, who are not eligible yet. And just see the lack of effort. Yep. Gain of 1. 12K. Had a Marshall Coastal. What channel is that game on? So it needs to be in 2? What channel is that game on? Oh, it's on ESPN 2. Yep. 2nd and 9. Now we're not going to hide it. Every 12K back is in cannon. Yep. Except for Gore and Pearson, but you figure they'll get it at some point. Another history made. Yep. 2nd down. 2 at the top. 1 at the bottom. Back to his left. My clock was not running for some reason. Handoff here by Hill. Called a gain of 2. All-time rushing leaders, 17th. No, AP could get in. AP's going to get in soon. Yeah, this was not a pro football performance. This is a rough one. Yeah, Swooard out at LSU AD. Yeah, it's a mess right now at LSU. Woodward officially out. Next up on the list, Thurman Thomas. 12,074 rushing yards for Thomas in his career. They'll send for Jackson going deep. One-on-one, incomplete. Finally a stop. DeAndre Hopkins. The intended target. And finally, the Dolphins defense gets a stop. They don't get fired tomorrow? I think after a performance like this, he might. It's 50-50. I've got the stream ready just in case. Yeah, top 20 all time. He's shown no sense to slow down. He might be top 10. Well, he's top 20 right now in terms of rushing yards. But look, as a Jaguar fan that had to face him twice a year, he's top 10 for me. He's a truck. Fourth and 7. Won a refund for a bowl game many times. Are you kidding me? Many times I've won a refund for a game. Punt is fair. Caught at the 7. Yeah, he might show up in bad shape. He might. But, I mean, was it Richard Dent who got in and was arrested, like, the night he got inducted? Like, announced that he was inducted? It was someone on the Bears. Was it? It might have been Dent. Obviously, Lawrence Taylor was in pretty bad shape. Yeah, I'm happy that Henry's not on the Titans anymore. Thank God. Yeah, 12K in this era is nuts. Yeah. He's not slowing down. Like, he'll get to 13. I'd be shocked if he doesn't get to 13. That would put him top 10 all time. got cheap at the cheapskate. Yep. Tua, 3-step drop, hitch. Washington makes the grab. Breaks a tackle, 15-20, 25-30. Washington stiff him out of bounds to the 37. Gain of 30. No, he didn't get arrested on induction. It was the night they announced it. It was, I think he got like a DUI like the night they announced that he was going in the Hall of Fame. Hopkins 6 catches from 1,000 getting targets. Yeah, he's done at this point. Was it? Yeah, OJ's in. Yeah, AP's going to get in. I'll put a poll up who wins this one, but I think we all know. It was someone on the Bears. I know Dent did get arrested at some point. I said Ben Horizon. And rushing touchdowns? Oh, he's number 5. Mangle getting in? He should. He was the best center of the 2000s for my money. I'm not sure he will, but he should get in. It's hard for interior offensive linemen to get in. Yeah, Webster was in a terrible place too, yeah. Yeah, I thought he had a great year after week 1 touchdown. Yeah, just fumbling issues have been tough for him, but... You know, he's 5th all time in rushing touchdowns. Let's make it Ravens or Ravens. Almost misclicked on the poll. Good thing it's not legally binding. This poll is not legally binding. Mangle should be in already? I agree. Yeah, he's pretty young, relatively speaking. He's... 31. 31. 5% Miami, yeah. I think they're off their rocker. Signaling gang guys in can after death. Yeah, but to be fair, Mangle was never going to be on there. Like, it wasn't like Mangle was a forgotten player, if that makes sense. Allen Hurts no longer at the 100 Club? I think they will, yes. Like Mangle was on the modern era. He was never going to get in first ballot. He was only eligible for... He's only been eligible like 3 years at this point. So, it's not like a Jim Marshall situation or a Ken Stabler or a Ken Riley situation. This is a little bit different. 28-6. Dolphins trying to mount anything. How long will it take AB to get in? Never. The fact that he quit mid-game, he'll never get in. I think if it wasn't for the incident in the Jets-Bucks game, he gets in, but I don't think he gets in anymore. I mean, had a good play. Yep, about time. Hurts always score more rushing touchdowns of the Swish band. I think he will. I don't think AB is getting in. Not for lack of talent, obviously. Maybe this drive, yeah, maybe this drive. Right, 92% of you run with the Ravens, 8% of you drunk. It feels like a horror movie, it does. Yeah, AB, I say he's never getting in. After the Jets-Bucks game, where he quit mid-game, I don't think he's ever getting in. I think that was a straw that broke the camel's back. Ball to 36. Dolphins just trying to get any sort of momentum. To a middle of the field, that's caught. Ball to 42. Gain of 6. Still such. There was a misclick, yep. Okay, convert all of them without pushing? Not all of them. Most of them, I think he could have. 2nd and 4. They're huddling. It shows the urgency. They're huddling. Down by 3 scores. Yeah, let's huddle. That's kill all the time you need. Yep. And clock's not really an issue, Miami. It's all good. Take your time. Huddle. No issue. You're only down by 22. Take your time. So the top one, the bottom. In the flat, that's going to be caught. First down for Westbrook Akine. Holds on to that one. Hamilton on the stop. The 47. Yeah, Yinzers are like, oh boy, we're in danger. We're in danger. Tua going deep. Achan, that's a diving grab. Caught the 32. All right, they got something going here on this drive. This game about 20. First down. They're probably got a question mark. Yeah, Ravens, with how bad that defense is, they should have no problem. Yeah, let's huddle up. Again, I like the huddle. I like the idea to huddle. Down by... They're taking time. They're still in the huddle with 10 seconds. You only have one timeout. They're not going to get... Well, Lamar's going to throw a challenge flag. Lamar's going to challenge... Harbaugh's going to challenge this call. Let's see. Did the ball move? There was nothing I could see. It does bobble a little bit. There is a bit of a bobble. Did he survive the ground? He got two hands underneath it. But then there was a bit of a bobble. They're going to challenge this. So that explains why they were huddling. Okay. I don't think they'll wait until he's dead. No, I don't think so. Ravens Steelers play December 7th and January 4th. There was a bobble at the end. I'm not sure he survived the ground. He got both hands underneath it. Lamar throw a challenge by Corvus can do it? No, they cannot. It's that kind of day. Ravens put 50. They could put 50 on the Steelers. They can't cover the flat. And the Ravens, they got all the tight ends in the world. I'm appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what we see, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out on the channel to try and grow this community of subscribers even more. If it stands, bowl to 32. Sin rolls in my office. Felt lethargic, getting 1 10 out of 10. Oh, that's great. There you go. Yeah, once you find your go-to spot, it's game over at that point. Once you find your go-to spot. No, not necessarily for the challenge. There was a bit of a bobble. There was a slight bobble. I don't hate the challenge. Like my ultimate center. Oh, yeah, I never put two and two together like that. That's like I could see like Iron Eagle. I could see that. Tyreek's done for the year. Yes, he's absolutely out for the year. This Ryan 2.0. There was a bobble. Yeah, Acrisure is going to be pretty bad. Yeah. I don't hate the challenge. When we surprised the Ravens pull 2013 Chiefs or 2018 Colts, I could see it. Original Halloween, I've not seen the original Halloween. And I think it's going to get overturned. I think this might come back. There was a bobble. I could see this coming back. The ball hit the ground? Yeah, ball hit the ground. What's that, Acrisure? So I'll reset the clock. Ravens win the challenge. And 32% of you right. It touched the ground. That's easy enough. Overturned. Second down. Tua takes it. They send 4. Out route. Caught by his tight end. Gain of 9. Dulcich. Once again. And I have a video of the Steelers where Mike Tomlin's like, I saw that one, yes. I saw the post-game Sora video in the locker room. Return, hallelujah. 3rd and 1. They're huddling. Again, this makes tons of sense. Yeah, huddle. This is definitely what you should be doing now by 22 with 1 timeout left. No urgency. 3rd and 1, Tua. They're going to send 4. Tua stepping up. Almost intercepted by Roquan Smith. Should have been picked. It was in his hands. 4th and 1. Well, they're not kicking the field goal. I mean, field goal still makes it a 3-score game. Also, they're so far back. Yeah, Coastal right now, they're at 44-27. The Ravens are not playing the Bears. You like them? I'm sure like any team when they're not playing the Bears. Except for like NFC teams. I have to check that out. 4th and 1. Well, they're going for it, obviously. They should go for it, and they will. They wouldn't. It's a dumb decision. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Dolphins did not get their last 4th down conversion. 2 up pressure. They're going to send 5 slam pass, and that is somehow caught. Wilson. That was tight coverage by Humphrey. He was sticking to him like glue. Good defense, better offense. Gain of 8 and a 1st down. Going to the hospital right now. Not too far from us. Too stable. That's good at least. Baltimore 7.5 was too easy. Wilson, his first of the day. That's tight defense, too. I don't know how he made that grab. It's a heck of a play. How have we even stuck the arm out there? I don't know how. It was a grab, but they're taking a lot of time off the clock. Trips to the top, back to his right. Tua, they're going to send 4. Out route. Caught. No velocity on that one, but they're going to give it a catch. Gain of 8. 2nd and 2. Tua take a deep shot. I'm not sure he's capable of doing that. All right, Tulane's going to lose. The Americans just cannibalizing itself right now. This is not good. James Master can get the spot at this point. Yeah, lack of urgency. Yep, the Casey game was bad. Now they go quick. Tua scrambles out, but throws into the dirt incomplete. They finally decide to go quick, but it takes forever to do so. They're going to call intentional grounding. To a bust territory. Not bust, but underachieving. Also, I'm back on. Went out for a bit. Oh, you're good. So they call grounding. He was being pressured in the face of pressure. Did not leave the pocket. Chucked it into the dirt, so lost it down. He never left the pocket. That's a bad play by Tua. That's why they don't go quick. So lose it down. Put at the 39-yard line. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. They're not lined up properly at all. Tua's trying to get his guys set. They're not even close to set. Now you have another guy in motion. Play action, because you need that on 3rd and 12. Tua's stepping up. He's going to avoid the sack somehow. He's going to look to throw on the run. Now he's going to slide. That's smart, Tua. That's smart. Slide. Get 2. Keep the clock moving. That's really going to make a difference. Yep, lay it all out. Lay your body on the line. Down by 22. You're going to slide in bounds to get 1 yard. So throwing it away. You idiot. 4th down. And Tua looks like he's given up. Yeah, slide in bounds on 3rd and 12 instead of throwing it away. Stopping the clock. They're going to huddle. Again, great urgency here. Phenomenal urgency. 4th down. They're going to send 4. Tua fires. Caught. Open. 1st down. Waddle at the 25. At least Waddle showed up today. Fired him quicker than Pat's fired Mayo. Yep. This is a long drive, though. He's not rolling his eyes on the sideline. Nope. Sounds like McDaniel fired. They might at this point. Wild's having a nice game at the very least. Ball at 25. Yeah, what a drive this is. Taking like 5 minutes off the clock. They're going to send 4 to a middle of the field. That is almost intercepted. But they're going to get a flag for PI. Westbrook Akine mugged by Wiggins, and that'll be a 1st down. Leave everyone in the same at this point? Yeah. They boo when your team gets 1st down. Yeah, as they should. I mean, this is bad. This is really bad. Yeah, Waddle clocked in. He's one of the few. Dulcich clocked in. Waddle clocked in. They're starting the game because they want to see a comeback. We'll see. It's pressure expressed on football field. It's bad right now. 2nd week in a row, it's hard to watch. Yeah, football's just been hard to watch lately. Ball at the 14. Washington in motion. Jet sweep to him. He's going to get down to the 10. The ball came out. Ravens have it. It's been that kind of night. 2nd time today, the Ravens recover a fumble. Malik Washington fumbles on the jet sweep, and if the Dolphins had any chance whatsoever, it's gone. That ball was absolutely out. There was any chance for the Dolphins whatsoever. Taking 5 minutes off the clock and fumbling in the red zone just about ended it. Just turn it, yep. Yeah, I don't think Dom's coming back in this one. You at least had a semi-chance if you scored, made a 2-score game. Not a great chance, but a semi-chance. Oh, man, I need a drink. Yeah, you're not kidding. Kind of went to a Ravens score earlier today. We're gonna keep it on till the end of the game, but we'll do OT tonight. Should be doing OT. I'll get you on Texas. Appreciate you, man. Oh boy, I've got the emergency live stream ready just in case of anything. Flipper's gonna sue for defamation. I like that prompt. There's nowhere to hide it to. I mean, we don't hide the NFL games. The Hurricanes could beat the Dolphins tonight. At least they would care. The Dolphins are just not putting in any effort right now. There's no energy. You were starting against Buffalo? He'll start a game this season. I don't know when, but he'll start a game this season. Maybe Wilson next week, but this game is... I mean, this reminds me of watching the Gus Bradley era Jaguars. Like, it's that bad. It's a nightmare of horrors for the Dolphins on Halloween. They were on Thursday night on Halloween about a decade ago against the Bengals. Got the walk-off safety. That was a treat for them. This is a trick. This is an absolute trick. Yeah, I deserve compensation? Yes, we do. We do for that. Yeah, Black Heck was on the field the only way it makes it interesting. You're both playing scared? Yeah, at least I think BG might be able to get fixed to no, he's done. Master of the Tour, which game do you want to get you on the call for? Mike McDonald's is dumb. Yes, I'm with you on that one. I am with you. Yeah, Black Cat's the only thing that can save the game at this point. Appreciate you, Master. Which game do you want to get you on the call for it? Which game do you want me to do? Hopefully it's not worse than this one. The fans are heading toward the exit. Even Ravens fans are heading toward the exit. What? Even Ravens fans are walking out. Even they're like, we're done with this. You want to say get you on the call? Appreciate you, man. Why are Ravens fans walking out? Why would Ravens fans be leaving? I get Dolphins fans leaving. Why are Ravens fans leaving? Henry. King Henry to the 25, down to the 28. Gain of 18. Somebody return request to Prime. Yeah, me too. How Mike McDonald go to Harvard when he can barely manage a clock? Have you seen the reports about Harvard lately? That might be why. You see the reports about Harvard, might not surprise you. Be in the traffic. He might be one of those people. Henry up to 95 yards rushing. Quiet first half, but he's been balling. Second half. It's now 46 away from Thurman Thomas on the all-time list. Might reach 13K tonight. He might. Hand off. Henry. He'll get down to the 31. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. $44 yards away. Harvard's not as academically rigorous as it once was. That's basically what came out. It's not as academically rigorous as it once was. They were kind of inflating some of the grades. That's basically the gist of it. Second down. Made a headset to the post-game rave, yep. Sounds to be writing scripts. Oh, no. Oh, man. It's going to get good. Second down. Fake the toss. Jackson escapes the sack. He's going to take off and run down to the 35. It was a busted play. Still turns into 4. Tick, 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 tick. So all Ravens know. Not anymore now. Third down. Make over great again. Third down. Dolphins are hard huts. Oh, I like that. I like that. Want the top two of the bomb back to his right. Hopkins in motion. They'll send 4. Jackson will get sacked for the second time today at the 28-yard line. Taken down by Zach Zeeler. We'll have to punt. You gotta stop. It's too little, too late. I'm fine with Frank being president. Frank, a lot of good doing if that happens. 4th and 11. I figure Lamar's done. That's probably the end of his night. Unless the Dolphins score on this drive. Stout onto punt. This one takes a good bounce and out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Washington was positioned to the far side of the field. He goes near side on the punt, angles it. No return on the play. 53 yards, no return. Put in Wilson. Just do anything. Yep, keep every in. Ball the 18. Put Jake Plummer. Just put it anywhere at this point. Find Dan Marino. Ace Ventura. All right, 28-6 your score. Dolphins ball. 8 minutes left in this Halloween massacre. A touchdown display. Who's won the North? Ravens. As of now, I'm going to say Ravens. I was putting Gracie, yeah. Dolphins, Bengals, Dolphins, Steelers get flexed out as well. Dolphins, Bengals are going to get flexed out. Monday Night Football should get flexed out as well. Week 15. You figure that's a flex. It's been a bad month for America. Yeah, this has been bad for American sports. Promise that Vikings Cowboys is Sunday night game. That's not great. Packers Broncos get protected. Colts Seahawks will not get protected. Oh no, but each network it's a doubleheader that week. Okay, we should be okay. All right, we should be okay. Fact two, a start of Dan Marino is completely confidence. Yes. Yeah, at least the good thing here is that week 15, Dolphins Steelers. That could get flexed. One of these games will not get protected. Lions, Rams, Colts, Seahawks, Packers, Broncos. We might be safe. Bills, Patriots, that doesn't count because that has to be on CBS. As does Chargers, Chiefs, because each network gets to have one of their games. And this game was already on NBC. This game was on YouTube, so CBS gets those games. But one of these games could get moved to prime time. So thank God. Thank God. We might be safe. Dom's going to be on the hot seat too? Yeah, absolutely should be. Oh, wait. Oh, crap. Wait, actually, it can't. Crap, it can't. Because Rams Seahawks play Thursday night. So this doesn't need to be protected. This doesn't need to be protected. Crap, we might be stuck with that game. Crap. We're going to be stuck with that game, aren't we? Should go Ravens Bank. No, but that was Thursday night. They have the right to keep that as well. Yeah, we were screwed. We're stuck with Dolphins Steelers. We're stuck with that. You're kidding me. Wrong screen. There we go. Ball the 18. Tua. Pressured. Caught. Achan at the 22. Brought down after a gain of 4. By Humphrey. Right, Colts. Well, it's not the Colts who have 2 in a row. The problem is that the Rams can't play Monday and then Thursday. And the Seahawks can't play Monday and then Thursday. So, kind of screwed. Was he NHL that night? Marino is watching on in disgust right now. They send 4. Tua, pressured. Caught. Washington down to the 34-yard line. Gain of 12. Packers, Broncos, that'll get protected. That would 100% get protected by the network. That'll be the marquee game. They'll protect that one. Yeah, that was the Monday Night Football game. That was Dolphins Steelers. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Sports Talk. Yep. Murray looks disgusted, as he should be. I'd be disgusted too watching this team. Murray come out of retirement. What's stopping him? Other than the fact that he's like 60. Slam pass dropped. Achan can't hold on. Second down. Yeah, Marino's the same team that shouldn't exist. I mean, right now it's bad. It is bad. This would be the kind of game where I would hop off to go down to the bar early. Second down. Chargers Chiefs can't be the game. They send 4. Tua takes a deep shot down the field, and that is picked off. Starks, the Georgia man, the first-round pick, puts a bow on this thing, and he's going to go to the 40, 45. There's a flag on the play. We'll see if it stands, but if it does, Starks will have recorded his first career interception. What's the flag? So Chargers Chiefs' problem with that game is that the first game was calls on the defense. No pick. No pick. Both networks a doubleheader, yes. Both networks a doubleheader. Yeah, no, Miami's a mess, Jacob. Wait, was the flag on the run back? Negative with a tour. Odds of Green Bay, Minnesota being Week 18 Saturday, or I would set sold on the Vikings right now. I'm gonna say like 5%. I don't think it's that high. Well, it's funny. Starks has not been playing well this season. Starks had been like very bad this year. After the pick foul, yep. Like that was like one of the first things Starks has done well. He has not been playing well this year. Yeah, it's serious for helmet to helmet on Hamilton on the block. The pick counts. Is he also the coach next week? I'm not sure at this point. Which game do you want negative appreciation, man? Yeah, I don't think it's going to be. But the problem is that so Chargers, Chiefs, Patriots, Bills, those games have to be CBS because the first game, that's right, music. Because the first game was on a different network. So you get the right. If you have the right to have every divisional game, at least one of them be on your network. It's the Cowboys-Giants rule. When Ohio State gets on Ohio State. Why is Lamar still? He just gonna hand the ball off. Yeah, Tua's not good at Corona. I'm with you on that one. I'm with you. Want to have a successful play for Harry? Yes. Second down. Henry, nothing doing. Loses a yard, brings up 3rd and 10. I wasn't crazy about Tua before the injuries, but the injuries have definitely not helped. Third down. Defense are taking for John Mateer. Well, Mateer's not going to go first round. They can get Mateer anytime they want. Middle of the field, Lamar, that's caught to the 34. Charlie Collar once again. Gain of 23 and a first. Under 5 to go. This one is just about over. Browns get flexed out? No, I don't think it's flexed out. Yeah, I mean, Simpson, Mendoza, those are the top 2 quarterbacks. This guy, right, it's Wentz 74 because he tried. Yeah, he was banged up. There's no effort right now. Patriots Ravens over Bengals Dolphins. So Pat's Ravens going to get protected, I would think. I would think that's protected. Handoff, Henry. Here he goes. First down at the 45. Just about 30 yards away now from moving up the ranks once more. They just hand the ball off. Although, wait, Patriots, wait. Steelers Lions is the game right now. Is that... That could be. You could go Patriots Ravens. You could do that, actually. That should make a lot of sense. Yeah, Patriots Ravens, that'd be the game. If you can't believe it's almost here. Yep. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. But only this gives away 1, no need to do anything else. Yeah, they're just going to run the ball. First down, the 45. They'll give it to Henry. He gets 7 down to the 48 before he's taken down in plus territory by Chubb. Remember the Henry's watch people? I was never one of them. Was never one of them. Tick, 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 tick. And Henry, 25 yards away from surpassing Thurman Thomas on the all-time rushing list. This game has been a night. Wow, yes, it has been. Clock is moving. I formation. Yeah, Falcons are apparently really bad. They are. Yeah, quarterback, they're bad. Take one to the house, start keeping the clock, needing the end zone. Ooh. This guy will never watch, hopefully. Henry. That'll be a first down. If it's not, it's awfully close. 22 yards away. Or are they going to spot this? They're going to mark it short? They will... I guess they're going to mark it short. They will. 23 yards away. Right, the two college games are not great either. Yeah. One more play for the 2-minute warning. Tight end sneak is what they're going to line up in. They got it last time. And try it here. They'll do it. They'll get it to the 44. You figure they'll just take some knees. First down Ravens, and just 2 minutes away at this point from putting this thing on ice. The Ravens, back-to-back wins. They're going to be a game and a half back. Of the AFC North lead with a pretty easy schedule coming up. Henry passed Thomas before the game ends. No, I get it. The wear and tear. This was quite the game. Care Pedro, I'm not saying, yeah. There's going to be a lot of question marks for Miami. There were question marks all season, especially after the preseason game against Jacksonville, when they're first stringing nothing against the Jaguars players who were not making the roster. And now, yeah, he should be fired. I'm with you on that one, Crew Cheesecake. I'm with you. So won 8 straight easily? I don't know about that. I don't know about easily. Dolphins will drop to 2-7. I remember they were ranked. Oh, yeah, I remember that. COVID year was bizarre in terms of the scheduling. We're going to keep the offense out there. They're not going to take a knee, but they're going to run the ball. 3 runs gets us out of here. They pitch it to Mitchell. Mitchell, just stay in bounds. Please just stay in bounds. He does. To the 41. Dolphins are Raiders. Who's worse? Ugh. Dolphins. Raiders can be. I need to see him against the Jaguars before I say anything that I regret. Before I say anything I regret, I'm going to say Dolphins. The markets weren't a factor. So could the XFL, could they replace Michigan, Memphis, Philly, New Jersey? They could, yes. Probably could. And now they'll take an A. Take one at a time. There you go. Yeah, Raiders, we'll see more about them in this Sunday. Lamar takes an A. Yeah, I think Gino's holding back, but again, I don't want to say anything with our game on Sunday. I'm going to regret. Lamar, 18 for 23, 4 touchdowns. His comeback, pretty much picture perfect. Patriots on Sunday? It could be, yeah. I think so. Because they'll protect Steelers Lions. How far in a flex? 12 days. 12 days in advance for a flex. Stuff like into a locker. One more, Neil. And that'll do it. The Baltimore Ravens. A dominant victory. They forced 3 turnovers. They're right back in this thing. Lamar, welcome back, and obvious question marks going forward for the Dolphins with Mike McDaniel. Did he coach his last game? So we'll find out tomorrow. The Dolphins stick a fork in them, 2-7. Their season just about done. The Ravens, for a 1-5 start, 2 straight wins, right in the thick of things. So they take this one by 22 points. 2 hours, 55 minutes on that one. All right. With that in mind, let's check the bonuses really quickly. We're going to do OT. Why not? We will do OT. Why the heck not? I have everything ready just in case. Remember, supposed to be a free room for Miami? We see what happened there. Yep. Right, that bonus did not materialize. This one did. Be 2-9 before the bye week. Yeah, it's not good right now for the Fins. It's not good. 28-6 your final. We're not done yet because now we do this thing called overtime. Did I spin? I did. Live La Vida Loca was the song that was half off. No band this week. Nope. The band is, I don't know what the band's doing, but the bar is doing a private event for some VIPs. So no, no karaoke this week. So we'll do some OT. Why the heck not? It's a quick enough game. Why not? Because we're in Friday Halloween? I would assume so. I would assume we've had some mid-scene fire rounds there. By the way, the tour, Tiny Voices. All right, we'll do that. See what takes again to the Q audio video ChatGPT. Big odds for Lamar MVP. I'll double check. But any audio video ChatGPT, you see what it takes again to do Sporkle quiz. What if sports? Do just about anything. We are doing overtime tonight because why the heck not? Might be the last overtime on a Thursday night in a long time, so. Doing an event for 2 McDaniel, yes. Well, I'll go live when McDaniel gets started. I got all the assets in, ready to go. Cat like thief, perfect. All right, get you in it. Get you on. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Dolphins, they are a bear tonight. They are sushi. They are a bear. And we are not sign off yet. Now we just mess around on stream. This is where it gets a lot better. Me versus Chicken World Guesser. Yeah, cue the South Park sound effect. I want to hear McDaniel's explanation of that 4th down play call. Giants Eagles was the last Thursday. I think it was. Yes, I think it was. Okay, Boxcar Racer, Tiny Voices. For Washington tomorrow night? Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully. Hopefully for Dolphins fans' sake, they can finally move on from this clown. Heads need to roll in Miami. We all know that. It's funny, the drumming is a bit off on this. It's like a different time signature. Like, it's 4-4, but he's not drumming like it. Good morning, Baltimore. Right, Keller with the tour. I feel like, does every one of these songs have a key change at the chorus? Like, every single one of these songs on Boxcar Racer has some sort of key change. He always seems a bit nonchalant, yeah. He seems a bit clueless. Kelly with the tour. Appreciate you, man. Ross doing tonight's press conference. Oh, man, that would be incredible. Yeah, I'm not a Dolphin fan. I feel dead inside. Yeah, the last week has kind of sucked for football. Jets-Bengals is the only good game. Russ needs to be overthrown. I mean, he's not doing his job properly. He's trying to smoke on the sound like he's 7 years old. Yeah. No, his shtick gets very old. Yeah, that game was rough. Yeah, I get it feeling down inside of that one. Yeah. I get it. Yeah, that was rough. Yeah, Dolphins fans, it's not pretty right now. It's not pretty. Best thing for right now is clean house. I'm with you on that. 100% with you. They got a clean house. It's bad. Sorensen? No. Dang with a $5. Clickbait source direct to the Parson trade. All right. Yeah, I'm assuming Scooter was not happy about it. You wanted Ohio State, right? Because you gave up on North Texas. Appreciate you, Zang, as always. Get you on the call. Now the drawing feels on sync. The versus it did not. Now it does. After the key change, it does. Yeah, here we go. And now it kicks out. Here we go. The fills? Oh, man. Oh, shtick. No, shtick. No, I didn't. I said shtick. I might speak to the third quarter. Yeah. I said shtick. Screw scoping and Steven. Yep, you're coping and Steven. Oh, wait, Trillium has some MS 4 Steven sell the team. Yep, I'm with you on that one. The Dodgers were nonchalant, winning at least Roberts with Couture there. It's guys try. Yep. Also, I mean, they look nonchalant, but also like the expectations were higher for them, so they're not gonna sell until the job's done. All right, cat like thief. And we have Milky Perry to some extent. Yeah, we're turning off TV performance, yeah. I mean, they weren't trying. Second half, like, the third quarter was the worst quarter of football I've seen. That was about the worst quarter of football I've seen. In forever. I've seen a lot of bad football, obviously. That's up there. That was bad. I got Jackson. I get it. I get it. Which quarter again? Yeah, third quarter. Third quarter was like some of the worst football I ever saw in my life. Yeah, I heard about. Yeah, I saw that. I can't explain it. I'm confused by it, but whatever makes them happy, I guess. I'm very confused. Dolphins fans or Yinzer fans knowing they're screwed. Well, I mean, they know it's going to be another 9-8 season, so like. I mean, at the end of the day, Steelers are still fine, technically speaking. Kill him with a fiver. Try some way mob to force finals for a clean house. All right, get you on it. Oh, Dr. D. All right, let me turn. Wait, did I take subs only mode back off? Hang on, give me a second here. I think I accidentally put subs only mode back after the half. Hang on, give me a second. Let me put it back. Is this a different vocalist? This song feels like a different vocalist. Wait, let me turn subs only mode off. How's it going, Dr. D? Yeah, we're doing it too. There's no karaoke tonight, so definitely getting sick. I have chills. Oh no, that sucks, man. Yeah, I've lost respect for it for a while, but the fake space trip and then the reaction, I mean, it was bad. This guest vocalist, that makes sense, because I was going to say, this sounds a very different vocalist. Kraft's hometown is one restaurant, no traffic lights. That is a town I would not want to live in. I could never imagine living in a town like that. Yeah, that game went final. It's just a rough night in football. Dolphins were allergic to the end zone. Yeah, they suck tonight. The Dolphins suck tonight. Tua didn't look good. Play calling was bad. Urgency was non-existent. Rotate tomorrow too. Ooh. Tua throwing 18 picks. I'm not sure he's going to last that long. He might be benched. Because at this point, you know he's not the guy. You know that Tua is not the guy at this point. So you might just bench him, cut your losses, and not do anything. Restaurant is whole town population watching Steelers Packers. Look, have red zone on. Hey, I've heard about the I'm assuming you've heard about the bar at the bar in Canada that's doing the Blue Jays. All good, JP. All good. Spurs win. They are insane right now. Yeah, Wemby is just a beast. Right, good morning, Baltimore. Sounds a better team than half. They got raced in 5 minutes. Yeah. This game, too, McDaniel. A little bit column A, a little bit column B. I would lean more McDaniel. But Tua didn't help matters. Super rush before sell a team. I mean, it's funny because he gets good grades in the NFLPA report, but it just shows the lack of accountability in Miami. It's always someone else's problem. Which one? The bar 1,400 miles away. I'll link it. The one all the way up in Iqaluit. Epic Trails, I have seen those. Yes, I have. I've seen some of them. I haven't seen them all, obviously. But I've seen some people doing those. Yeah, that one, Jacob. Everything should be done with the fans' Green Bay style. I mean, it's not like you do it. Like, I own the Packers. I do nothing with it. Zion once gets fired? I think so. I mean, he looks lethargic. He's completely out of it. Spurs are undefeated, yep. Completely out of it. Yeah, McDaniel, he's lost. I knew this was going to be bad for the Dolphins the moment they played the Jaguars in the preseason. And against our fourth stringers that were not making the roster, they couldn't do anything with their first string. I'm like, oh, crap. They're going to suck this year. And yeah, it's going exactly as I thought. 2 ends off and let Scouts ramp it. Yep. Yep, that's what happens. Like, Ross, like, from all accounts, like, he's not a bad owner in the sense of, like, getting involved, meddling, not giving the resources they need, but he's bad in terms of knowledge. All the fourth world? Oh, I have no idea. I think the Dolphins are going to win too many games to get Simster and Mendoza. They're going to be the first 2 guys off the board. Yeah, I got the streams ready. I got everything ready. Herman broadcast? Oh, nice. Did Mitchell take over as president? I mean, we had that happen in Jacksonville when Tony Baselli took over as president. Yeah, an icon that gets the pulse of the fan base. It's worked out well. Key change. Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, Dunkin' Donuts is great. Dunkin's great. Right, you can't afford to release 2, I know. The cap is too high. The cap hits too high. Chocolate all people in the home sound like the Packers? Well, I mean, he was born in South Dakota. Packers are a big team in the Midwest. And a lot of people are unaffiliated. So, people just latch on. I mean, Packers are a big team. Get a Cuban cigar? I don't think Cuban cigar would help at this point. Kurt making the jump in the future? No, I don't see it. I don't see it. Yeah, it's fire. Yep. Now, Duncan's the bomb. Duncan's great. All right, clickbait. Come on, Baltimore. We never recall that one. All right, here we go. The exact moment he gets traded. I love this one. Yeah, watch parties must be better than Ryder Sir. God. I can't even imagine. Scooter's reaction is incredible. Just jaw on the floor. Jim Cody, you know, wouldn't be the worst pick. Wait. Wait, hang on. That's not the reaction. Hang on. Wait, it was the first Fable Cross it, yeah. It wasn't when they got on stream, it was the first one. Yeah. Here we go. I mean, I've had that before, like, on stream, you get news and you're like, wait, what? I mean, what happened with the Luka trade? The Luka trade broke on stream. We're doing a Hawaii game. I'm like, wait, what? Okay, see what it takes to get into queue. Audio, video, chat, GPT. See what it takes to get in. Do pretty much anything you want me to. You see what it takes. Scale 1 to 10. I mean, I get it as a Jaguar fan. I mean, I know what it's like. It sucks. So I don't know, like, how, like, I feel. Hoping and seething. Wait, don't question whether or not they tried. Yeah, they're just bad. The Dolphins, I don't think they were not, like, there was no effort. Right, Brian Kelly was on stream. Yes, that was on stream. Everyone changed the title. I love it when just news breaks midstream. Eberflus broke on stream, too. The Cowboys were hiring him, and we did emergency live stream. That was great. Blake Snell sent the Jays got lucky. They did not. Maybe if you allow 2 home runs the first 3 pitches, it's not luck. Maybe you kind of just suck that day. I mean, if you're unlucky 2 straight games, allowing like 11 runs in 2 straight games, like, maybe that's not luck. Hungry? Yeah. I'm hungry too. If True's reaction. Yep. Well done, Jerry. Yep. Look how Scooter can't even say anything. Scooter he can't even say anything. Yeah, Grosky jumping for joy. I get that. It's worked out so far for the Packers. Parsons looks good the last month. Yeah, Trey, if I were enjoying Scooter's misery. I mean, it's always a good day to enjoy Scooter's misery. May I have a quarterback next year? Yes. Absolutely. There's going to be some guys available. Mendoza, Simpson are the first 2. Moore, I'm not crazy about Moore, but he'll be a first-round pick. Nussmeier could be a first-round pick. I mean, I think they will draft a quarterback. Yes, there's a kid, yeah. Close to that, yeah. Yeah, when live 2, it's 4th. That was great. Right, the Dolphins, like, a little bit of effort, discipline, and coaching away from being decent. Yep. Oh, no, you're good, Summer. You're good. You're good. Yeah, time is McDaniels worse than lost 30-30. Oh, man. Pernickman also left for score, as he should. God. Yeah, that's nuts. That was one of the greatest moments of clickbait when that happened. All right, next we have one ChatGPT as things stand. Yeah, Jets are getting better. The Jets are getting better. Like, I don't question their effort. They're just not a good team, but I don't question their effort. All right, let's do this. We got one ChatGPT asking, saying $5 or more gets 2 in for a ChatGPT. First notification from Luka. I had to check if it was true. Oh yeah, I didn't think it was true at first. Someone asked me on stream, "What are your thoughts on Luka trade?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And I looked at Shams. I'm like, "Come on, no, he got hacked." So he had a good hack, but he got hacked. Then a second source confirmed it. I'm like, "You got to be kidding me." Yeah, then Nico Harrison. Yeah, we were doing Hawaii against Cal State Fullerton. And then we flipped it to a Lucas stream. I couldn't believe it when it broke. I was like, wait, what are you doing? All right, here we go. Summer wants to down the greenhouse and leaves a mob. Here we go. Summer stands amidst the chaos after the Ravens win by 22. This isn't real. Daddy Tua doesn't lose by 22. Not to the Birds. We're the apex predators of the AFC East. Something evil's at work. Under her Tua shrine, she types on her phone. Hey, Fin Fam. Summer. The front office is cursed. Chris Greer, fired. Mike McDaniel, gone. I don't care if he's quirky, wears cool sunglasses. He's killing Daddy to his vibe. I'm starting the revolution. We ride at dawn. The next morning, she leads an army of fans. Yeah, they could, like, I mean, they could have been the Bucks and the Broncos. Could have done that. She waves a giant homemade sign. Make the Dolphins win again, like always. Didn't they start 2-7? That's propaganda. The refs rigged 7 games. The league fears to its power. Jeez. How did it nail it? The refs rigged all 7 games. The crowd cheers. Someone holds up a cardboard cutout of Tua wearing a halo. Security guards block the entrance. Summer marches right up, clutching a megaphone. We, the true believers, demand answers. Why is Danny Tua surrounded by mediocrity? Why do we run screens on 3rd and 12? Why is Tyreek Hill wearing socks that don't match? Ma'am, you can't be in here. Oh, I can't? Neither could the 72 Dolphins, but they went undefeated anyways. You must be covered by daybreak, yep. Yeah, that's one of those where were you moments. Like, I will never forget where I was when I got the reaction. The protest comes inside as the mob goes into the press room. You two have single-handedly traded the greatest quarterback to ever exist. We're 2-7 now. Wrong, you're 9-0 in my heart. Miss, that's not how... Fire yourselves immediately. Daddy Tua deserves only excellence. Is she serious? Serious? I'm historical. Well, they're getting better. I mean, they were at the ground floor. So, breaking news. The mob demands the firing. Tua forever, everyone else gone. The crowd chants free Tua. Tua watches the news. Wait, who is that? I mean, she is kind of right about the screens, though. It is kind of crazy. Summer was banned from Hard Rock for life. Dolphins don't make changes, but the mob does get attention, at least, on national media. That was good. That was good. I mean, still think Glenn's not a good coach. Believe me, I think Glenn should be fired. I don't think he's good at in-game management, but if he gets better at that, I'm willing to have a conversation about that. But obviously, Jets are not good. But Titans are the worst team in football right now. So it's pretty close. It's pretty close. All right. We got nothing left in the queue, thing, Stan. We got nothing left. So, last call for anything. Audio, video, chat GPT. Okay, I'm not sure we're doing overtime tomorrow. We're not doing it after the game. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. Kel with a $5. All right, sequel of that. Dolphins lost a lot of close ones, but this one's not right. This is not the reality. Yeah. Appreciate you, Keller. We are not done yet. Again, we might do a stream before the game tomorrow. No promises. We might do one at like 3 o'clock Eastern. Serial prediction, Bills-Rams. McDale, the locker room was lost a long time ago. We're going to stream Saturday. 3:30 we're doing Georgia, Florida. 12 o'clock looks like Penn State, Ohio State. 7:30 we will vote on that one. If the World Series ends in 6, we'll vote on that Saturday at 12. If it goes 7, we'll do World Series Game 7. All right. Let's do the sequel of this. I like this, Killer. I like this a lot. And $25 for Living La Vida Loca. Yeah, Rams will still have to talk about Alan Sever's rival. You do. You may call it extended? Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing another one. The clock doesn't reset unless someone donates to 20. Or if someone donates to 10, it resets. It resets back to 5 for a 10. It goes back to 10 for a 20. Right, next year could be it for Stafford. It could be. All right, so after all that, she's going to go to Steph. Commissioner? There's a girl here to see you. She says she needs buyout money for Daddy to his freedom. Oh, send her in. I love the chaos of youth. Better ball 4-2 fade route. He was okay with the decision of that call and okay throwing it based on the coverage. What? I didn't hear what McDaniel said about that too. Because what the heck was that? Like, it defeats the purpose. Like, the whole point of going for it there is the double dip. It defeats that. Summer bursts through the door. Commissioner Stephanie, oh, finally someone who gets it. You're a woman in power. You know what it's like when men ruin everything. I do enjoy that narrative. Tell me more, little dolphin. Okay, so my team's been sabotaged. Daddy to his perfection is being drowned by Mike McDaniel in his so-called fun plays. I tried everything. Protests, petitions, manifesting the folklore, nothing worked. So, I'm here for a loan. Give me the buyout money, I give it a Dolphins ownership, and we clean house. I have that. Yeah, that's a good question. Could be holographic. It might be a hologram. See how press row yet? I'm not sure. Oh, you poor shimmering fool. You came to Major League Baseball for an NFL bailout? Exactly. You're the commissioner. You're like the president of sports. Yes, I suppose I am. So, can you wire me like 30 million? I swear to. Well, thank you. I'll even make him record a TikTok saying Stephanie's version. Ooh, Stephanie's version. I like that. That's ownership. That's identity. She stands. Do you know why I took this job? Because baseball was boring and you want to make it about Taylor Swift? I appreciate you a ton, Theory, on that one. I appreciate it a ton. Yeah, we might have done a decision tomorrow. We might have that. Not American Joe breaking down efforts. I appreciate that a ton. That means a lot to me. I love all my fans. I love fans that are not American. Like, I love, like, that spreads, like, internationally. I always am just amazed by that. So, I appreciate that a ton. Rob with the Sixer. Get you on Navy. Dolphins fans hire Gil Gunderston, who fills in for suspended Hudson, is equally as bad for refunds from tonight's game. Oh, jeez. I think we've done a Gil Gunderston one before. That's good. All right. I love it. Precisely. Every pitch now has an emotional narrative. Every inning, a new era. Even renamed the postseason the Swifties. Oh my god, that's iconic. You and I, we're visionaries. We don't accept mediocrity. Exactly. Daddy Tua deserves stadium lights, not offensive coordinators who think running the ball is strategy. Yes. And I deserve a league that feels like a breakup song with bats. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the 30 million. But only if you promise me something. Anything. You bring Tua to throw the ceremony of first pitch at Oracle Park, wearing a Giants jersey that says Reputation QB's version. That's literally art. And you tweet that MLB is the real NFL. Done. Good. She pulls out the checkbook, writes a check for $30 million. Every zero is a heart. Because, darling, I'm a nightmare dressed like a small market reformer. Got a blank check, like a blank space. Wait, small market reformer? Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about your Marlins. We got something planned for you. Chance some of the check. Go set your quarterback free. Make him sing again. You're like the Taylor Swift of commissioners. And you're the Taylor Swift of delusion. They share a knowing nod. Two dreamers lost their own anthems. Summer skips down the hall. Stephanie watches from her window. Oh, they'll all belong with me soon. As she knows she just scammed Summer. The check bounces. She scammed her. Completely scammed her. Oh, Stephanie, that is evil. That is evil. But Tua's bad. Oh, wow. Tua's bad now. Wow, I was not expecting that. Michael with a fiber. Bob and Dub McKenzie join Frazen for Steelers in the Super Bowl. Oh, boy. I like that. I like that. All right. Let me get this in. Oof. Expect anything less? No, I did not. All right. Let me get this in. I like this. Joseph, for me too. Me too. Yeah, I'll get his first ring close to his hometown. Yeah. That was a good sign. All right, let me put this in. Right, 3 concussions in 3 years. Yeah, it's bad. Michigan stands a chance against Ohio State. I mean, they've won the past 4 years there. I mean, Ryan Day can't get over the hump. I think Ohio State wins the game, but I could get it. I might not. I think they have a chance. If Denver gets into our statement and he wins that one, that'd be symbolic. That would be one shining moment right there. All right. Next up, Gill against... Hey, Gill is going to represent him in a lawsuit. Here we go. It's his bad, but it's not his fault, just like RG3. Injuries ruined him. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was ever, like, great, but, I mean, the injuries obviously destroyed him. All right, here we go. Gill is going to be hired by Dolphin fans to get a refund. Here we go. Please be seated. All right, who's representing the plaintiffs? That'll be old Gill, Your Honor. Gil Gunderson, attorney at some law, filling in for my pal Lionel Hutz, who's serving a brief suspension for selling counterfeit Gavel insurance. Oh, boy. Proceed, Mr. Gunderson. Your Honor, these good people, these wonderful, sunburned, overcharged people. Objection, the game was at night. Sustained. Proceed. These wonderful, overcharged people bought tickets expecting a game. But what they got was a massacre. The Ravens 28, Dolphins 6. Why, Miami didn't even flip her in the second half. And they try to leave him in the wave. No one joins. And so we humbly demand refunds, or at least, a voucher for a free pretzel, or maybe half of a soda. Gil's not greedy. No, I think that's most of a sign scaler. Object, Your Honor, irrelevant and kind of sad. Sustained on both counts. All right, let's talk turkey or a dolphin. I call the stand Tua Tagovailoa. Now, Mr. Tua, would you say that during Thursday's game you were, trying? Yes, sir. Trying what exactly? To win. Ah, so you admit that you failed. Objection. That's great logic. That is great logic. Yeah, it's like RG3, yeah. That is great logic. Oh, man. Oh, that is great. Sustained, Mr. Gunderson, this is not therapy. Oh, tell me about it, Judge. I stopped going after my therapist started billing me for crying time. Your Honor, the fans purchased tickets for entertainment, not victory. The team played, the fans watched, contract fulfilled. But the pain, Your Honor, the agony of watching our defense crumble in the third quarter like a cheap folding chair from the discount bin. He produced a flimsy chair, sits in and collapses. Exhibit A. Mr. Gunderson, please stand up. Oh, sure, just as I find the strength. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dolphins owe these fans more than just points. They owe them hope. If we can't have hope, then maybe we can have parking refunds? Mr. Gunderson, I admire your enthusiasm, but the court, quite convincingly I might add, finds in favor of the Dolphins. Boo! Can I deal with it, Sarah? Can I check my email? Yes, I can. Read on stream? Which game do you want, Doctor? I'll get you on the call. Appreciate you a ton. Let me check. I don't see anything. Did it go in the wrong folder? I didn't get anything. Hang on. Give me a second here. Because I've gotten, like, obviously I've gotten your emails before. I didn't get anything. Just send it? Alright, all good. But John, appreciate it, Dr. D. We're going to sub Dr. D if you haven't already. Great channel. Great live streams. Great live streams. Appreciate you a ton on that. I can't pick Bills to do it. I get that. I want to see how they play against the Chiefs. I might change my pick depending on the Chiefs game. Well, folks, looks like old Gill's on another losing streak. Anybody need a lawyer for, I don't know, emotional tailgating distress? Half price if you paying nachos. We should have waited for Huts. Hey, Gill's trying, baby. Gill's always trying. So fan throws stuff at him. Still better accuracy than Tua. Case dismissed, and may God have mercy on the AFC East. She's the ultimate nightmare for you. It is, yeah. All right, I'll check the email after this ChatGPT. Bob and Doug McKenzie joined Frazen for the Super Bowl. Here we go. Okay, good day. Welcome to the Super Bowl, the biggest football game in the world, where the Steelers are like destroying the other team so bad it's probably like a crime, man. They're taking off, aren't they? Yeah, they're up by 200 points. It's like almost how many beers I had last night, eh? Steelers, this is beautiful, man. A perfect blend of football and harmony, like Stairway to Heaven with shoulder pads. You know, historically speaking, this is the largest blowout in NFL history. The previous record margin was 55 points. That is not true. Good job, ChatGPT. The Steelers are triple that before halftime. Statistically absurd. Yeah, it's absurd, all right. You can fit the entire U.S. education budget into the gap between these scores. Yes, I got Gillen's third person. Yes, I love that. It nailed it. It nails Simpsons characters. For whatever reason, it knows the Simpsons well. This touchdown's called Symphony of Destruction, baby. Pour some touchdowns on me. And pour some beer on me while you're at it, too. This game's over fast in my last bar tab. I'm on my 8th shot. Oh, Norm. Meanwhile, the brats erupt in the background. I wanted the other team to win. It's not fair. I'm going to cry. Why are we not the circus instead of the Super Bowl? I want to stop the game until I decide who wins. I don't like football. It's too loud. Everyone's yelling. I wish I were a tree. Trees don't have to watch football. This is so boring. Oh, there's this football is for grown-ups, and I hate grown-ups. And we got to shut those kids up before they start a mutiny, eh? They give them a donut, eh? That usually works on me. Get them to take off. I've never seen so much entitlement in one room, and I played Vegas. You know, if they don't stop whining, I'm writing a thrash metal song about them called The Brats of Doom. You know, make it a duet. Dave, I'll handle the chorus. Hey, kids, you know what solves everything? The terrible towel. Wave it. Wave like you care. They stare blankly. Q cries, or you could cry into it. Whatever works. Steelers are up 273-45. Mathematically impossible, but here we are. That's scoregami. And I'll have to invent new numbers soon. Like 11 billion, eh? Oh, take off, eh? That's why I got my tab back at Cheers. Oh, Norm. You know it's bad when the scoreboard operator's got carpal tunnel. That's when you know. Rangers win? Ooh. I want to be the quarterback now. No fair. I want to be quarterback first. You're all babies. They all start crying. Okay, time out, eh? Somebody get them some hot cocoa or beaver costume or something. So I don't make kids TV and football. And I'll take off, kids. Or democracy. Metal solves everything. Love bites, but wanting bites harder. We gotta shut these kids up. I miss when the loudest thing in the booth was Cliff Clavin's voice. Now, give me another shot. Well, yeah, I can't deal with this madness anymore. Steelers win 3-12-45. Biggest blowout ever in the Super Bowl. We did. 7th ring, baby. To the Steelers. And to shine these kids up for good. The kids fall asleep and miss the noise. You know, maybe football is good for something. It tires out brats. Rock on. Game over, baby. And remember, folks, whenever you watch the Super Bowl, make sure it's somewhere with the bar tab. Good day, eh? And take off. Oh, Norm. There you go. All right, let me see this email from Dr. D. Again, we got nothing left in the queue as things stand. Let me check this email. We're live tomorrow for the World Series. Should be live, hopefully, at like 3 o'clock Eastern, too, to do an OT stream, but no promises there. All right. Thoughts on this? We'll play on stream. I'll play it on stream. Yeah, we'll play it on stream. 2025 Pirates pitch meeting. Ooh, all right. I'll play this one on stream. Here we go.
So, you have a plan for me?
Yes, sir, I do.
Now, of course, you know we only generated $326 million, so we don't really have any money.
Way ahead of you, sir. Remember, I am the guy that cut Rowdy Tellez just shy of his 4 plate appearance bonus.
Well, that was only $250,000, so don't brag too much.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back.
Which one
about
that could
that.
Do it?
Oh, let me get off
Jacksonville
that
when
thing.
they get the
well, we've been so close to 500 the past 2 years.
That's a college
okay.
And most of baseball believes if we invest in offense, we should be able to make a playoff push this year.
I never go over like the
what does that mean?
Brandon.
I'm not familiar with the word invest.
Oh.
The Grassi. I like this.
Spend? What? My hard-earned money? How will I survive?
Sir, I obviously know that.
Oh, thank goodness.
Come on, a pirate spending money?
As if I'd ever write the check.
So to kind of mask some of the issues, we're going to sign Andrew McCutcheon to a 1-year deal. That should make fans happy.
What else can we do? Is there a player that would get the fans and media talking? That would be fantastic.
Fantastic? You mean Tommy Pham? Yeah. We'll make sure to bring him in. He's the Antonio Brown of baseball, after all.
Antonio Brown? Wow, he must be a great player if that's the comparison. He'll be our feature offensive signing.
Yeah, certainly.
Without him, we don't make the World Series
Nothing.
in 23. I'll have a sauce for Tommy.
After all the contracts, I estimate our payroll will be about $85 million.
Oh, man.
Can we get it lower?
What?
It's going to be pretty hard to slash payroll so we can pay Paul Skeens.
Well, actually, it's going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'll just trade a bunch of guys at the deadline. I mean, honestly, the difference between our MLB team and the AAA team.
Probably just say I like some background music, but I like this a lot.
At all.
But won't Paul be
I get where you're going
upset
for it. I
about
like it.
that?
We'll make
So we
sure
have
to
31
keep
days, more
Paul and
negotiations?
Olivia
Oh, that's
Dunn
good.
here for a long time.
That's good. At least
Oh,
they're talking.
yes, Olivia Dunn is tight.
What?
What?
So yeah, this will be the year we finally get to the playoffs.
Our fans will
man.
love us after this year.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure again.
That was good. That was good. Yeah, I think maybe just some background music, but other than that, I mean, I like what you're going for. I like what you're going for. Like that style of comedy. I know like Brandon does that, not Perda, but Brandon does that. I know Grassi does that. Obviously, I like what you're going for with that. That's good. That's good. I like it. All right. Last call for anything in the queue. Last call. Audio, video, chat GPT again. I'm not sure tomorrow. Email if you, all right, I will. I'll take a look. I'm gonna get pizza after this, so I'll take a look when I'm getting pizza. Man, yeah, I'm not sure we're gonna do OT tomorrow. Well, we're definitely not doing OT after the game. I know that. Yeah, Living Joke was great. That came out of nowhere. I love that one. That got an audible laugh out of me. That was good. Yeah, I like your style. Music request? $5 for that. $5 for that. Calling that play for it. That's a flat out control ball that our team knows keeps from winning. That was McDaniel. But again, I don't get the point of that play. So if you give the Ravens the ball back. How about you do it soon? Hopefully. I'll go live tomorrow if they fire McDaniel. But we'll be I think we'll be live at 3 p.m. Eastern. I don't want to make any promises on that. I don't know. I don't know about that. So, maybe 3 p.m. Eastern? No clue. We will be live for the World Series, Game 6. We'll be calling that one. The pitch meeting channel for that video? Yeah. I've never heard that YouTube channel. I've never heard of that one. I'll have to check them out. That's their style. I like that a lot. I'll have to check them out. But, yeah, tomorrow we're going to be live for Game 6 at 8 o'clock Eastern. No OT afterwards. And we probably are going to go live at 3 Eastern for an overtime. Because, you know me, I don't like not having overtime. Yeah, basically my profile picture is back. Yep. I don't like going a day without doing an OT period. But we will see. Obviously, we're not going to do it after the game, but maybe before. So, new video dropping tomorrow. Probably dumb decisions on McDaniel. I think I have to grill him. After all that, I got to listen to the press conference myself, but seems pretty stupid from what I can tell. Ryan George, oh yeah. I'll have to check it out. So, that'll be the game plan. Appreciate you guys a ton. JG9 signing off. Ravens win by 22. They're right back in the thick of things in the AFC North hunt. Be live for Game 6 tomorrow. New video dropping as well. Maybe a history video too. Should have 2 videos out if all goes according to plan. Happy Halloween. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Game 6 of the World Series. Trick or treat. We'll see if the Jays can win their first title since 93. Or if we will have a 7th game for the first time since 2019. We'll find out tomorrow. Appreciate you guys a ton. And I will see you guys tomorrow night and maybe tomorrow afternoon. We should be tomorrow afternoon, but no promises there. Take care. See you soon.